explain how.
All right, and welcome to another episode of the Clipping Point. I am one of your hosts.
I'm working on an intro.
You are?
I am working on an intro, like voiceover, like
It's
I'm
the.
gonna make a fake voice and everything.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Like
we
a
go.
game show?
Yeah, I already have like script and everything. I just gotta work
Well,
on it.
it
Sorry, I
is-
didn't mean to cut you off, because this is awkward. This Tim Murphy.
Paul
Well-
Murphy.
It is going to be kind of like a game show when we get the challenge wheel started.
Whenever
So,
Paul gets that together.
Yeah.
One of
Which
these days.
I guess we're going to have to
I
wait
do.
till next
I
year.
found a Scottish men's hat where it has Scottish hair hanging on it too, so we can wear. We can have that as well as.
Oh, okay.
Somebody has to wear the
kilts?
Scottish hat.
Wear kilts.
Wear a kilt, but no
Bagpipes?
underwear?
No, we don't want that.
Man, that would have been fun.
No,
Would have kept us
no, thank
fresh.
you. Yeah, you would have been
down there.
Yeah, you would have brought it up to your nipples.
Oh, that's a good. That's another good one.
What?
You have to sit on a heating pad at full heat. the whole show.
To make you piss your pants.
Not piss your pants. Your nutters gonna be sweating like crazy. It's gonna be all kinds of
man.
jelly.
That's not,
Oh,
that's not
no.
cool.
That's funny.
That would be painful.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you gotta sit
Okay.
on a heated.
On a heating
okay,
pad.
sorry, man. Let me cut you off.
No, it's fine. You keep going.
Sweat
Don't
your
stop.
balls off, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweat your
It'll be
balls off challenge. Sweaty balls challenge.
Great balls of fire challenge. Great balls of fire challenge.
Oh man.
That'll be good.
All right. So my name is Captain Ben, and with me I got,
Tim Murphy.
along with,
Noel Garcia.
and of course,
Paul Murphy.
yes, indeed. So welcome aboard, and thank you for tuning in. And we got a couple of topics to talk about. First and foremost, let's go over to some quick updates. Noel, you're aware of this. PBIR, they made some adjustments with
What?
their, U.S. Drift Circuit.
Yeah. So and on our last show, we announced that the event was going to happen on December 19th. That's been pushed back to January 23rd.
They're having an event
Yeah.
at PBIR?
Yeah.
On what track?
Well, PBIR,
PBIR is a track.
Is
no,
a track.
I know. I get that. No, but I'm saying we're not getting the golf. Or
not the go-kart track.
No, we're not
track,
getting
right?
the go-kart track.
That's bad.
There is...
How did the last PBIR at the setup at the
Sebring? Oh.
no at the section where they used to do FD? How did that work out?
Well, what they did was they kind of made like smaller courses within the road course that you would drive to the next. And I thought it didn't flow very well.
Okay.
The course, they were experimenting. I guess you could say
So
that.
do we know what Chris is going to do this one? He's going to make three.
Well, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say too much, but I do know that they are working on something special
I
for
labeled
that
them
event.
KK1, KK2, KK3.
Where we will have two tracks,
Two trucks or two tracks?
Two tracks.
two trucks of
Two
tracks.
Tahoes. Two Tahoes.
Two Tahoes.
Rumble
Backing up. Backing up.
We're just gonna
With the
back up.
backup sensors. No, so yeah, there might be two tracks, but we can't confirm that yet. But yeah, I mean, keep up with the U.S. Drift Circuit Facebook page and Instagram, and for any news updates on that. But yeah, that's where we're at with that right now. So I mean, it sucks. I would have loved to have seen drifting next weekend, but oh well. Here
I
we are.
can't believe that Clutch Kickers is doing another one right after their last event.
Yeah,
Well, but why are they doing it? They're doing it to supplement. So basically, it was at NOLA, right?
Yeah, NOLA Motorsports.
Year-end bash or something like that.
Yeah, something like
End
that.
of year bash.
Was that NOLA?
EYB. I
Yeah.
think it was at NOLA. So they had COVID restrictions because of the rise in numbers. They weren't allowed to run the event.
Oh.
So what happened is you said Texas Motor Speedway, was it?
I don't know. I know Lone Star Drift is doing one, but then Clutch
And then
Kickers.
Clutch
is-
Kickers got the okay, like literally Saturday night or Sunday morning. He got
do
the
it
okay
in
from the track to go ahead and do it another week. So those people that saved up to go to do an event, because it's really not that far away from NOLA,
Yeah. Right.
to go ahead and open up the doors. And it works out pretty well because a lot of people are going.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Bradley from our team Jackson. We're calling our team the Jackson 5. The Jackson 5 because there's 5 of us. Me, Alec, Bradley, Jackson.
Jackson just rented, did a private day at OSW.
He
Because I
did.
saw Alec McEwen. I saw a bunch of those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, but let's not
Okay.
get off topic.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean that's pretty much it. Actually, happening this weekend.
Yeah, Clutch Kickers.
Yeah, Clutch Kickers is doing their event to
Supplement.
supplement.
Yeah.
The other event from NOLA Motorsports Park, which sucks because I mean I mean, it's great that Clutch Kickers stepped up to the plate.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty sure the people at New Orleans would have loved to have had their own event. And that track in New Orleans it's awesome.
I heard it was great. Everybody
that's
raved
what
on
I
it from
heard.
Drift Week. They were saying it was a great track.
Yeah, and they say that.
Man, I wonder if they could do if they ever do an event like do a Clutch Kickers event and then the following weekend do a NOLA event.
Yeah.
That would be a fun trip.
Yeah.
It'd be
That's
it'd
what
be-
we were
it'd be
talking
like
about,
a drift
remember?
sabbatical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So-
the weekend after that, we go to Mid Pond. No, all right. So
No,
we
I mean-
no, we got to come back to reality and
No,
work.
because NOLA was only two hours away, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what we figured out, right? And
Yeah.
Mid Pond's all the way up there.
Well, Mid Pond is like 3 hours away from
Yeah.
Klitschko-
Yeah.
Klitschkuggers, by the way.
Whoa, that was pretty close, Clippers. That was pretty close.
Oh, that's pretty.
Right there. Just right there.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyways,
So-
did anybody see that Ryan Deering was doing video for? Oh God, I forget what are those guys' names?
Barn Bill?
Barn built.
Barnbelt and Monster at some track that is
Really?
undisclosed. Did you see that?
No, I have not
They were
seen
sliding on a track with concrete sections. So I don't know if it was Sebring. Nobody saw that.
I saw a picture of it, but I
What
thought
was-
it
where
was, I thought it
was
was an old
that?
picture.
Where was that? No idea.
I don't know.
Was it old? No, it seemed like it was new. Is Ryan?
It was
on
just recent, right?
here? Oh, okay.
It was just recently
Yeah.
posted,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
just-
I saw that, but I thought it was like an old post. I didn't know it was.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
think it was an old post. I think it was just this last weekend.
Oh, could
Yeah.
be. There's been a lot of things. Okay, so well, I don't want to keep going because there's another event. But are you done talking about the Clutch Kickers?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
I'm done.
so Orlando Car Track is also having their first event.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's invite only.
Yes.
Well, so, I understand why. It makes sense. I actually ran into Kevin Zulek from
Yeah,
Team
Zuleta.
Breakbank.
Yeah.
So I ran into him, and he's driving it, but he's like, oh, that is. They announced it, and they said the street class is full, but the other competition, the semi-pro comp, they're
The
still
modified,
the
yeah.
modified class. They're still spots.
Oh, it's a competition.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing a competition. So they're doing
Oh.
a street class and they're doing a modified class.
That's
The street
interesting.
class is already filled, and that makes
That's
sense.
what they should do. They should do
They should do
competition
it.
because
Invite
it's not
only.
gonna-
And, well, actually, what they should do is they should, and I know a lot of people have been talking about this. I know Drift with Us has talked about a registry. It'd be good for situations like this if they had
Somewhere to go to
a
know.
registry to pick drivers and then do a random invite. Because if you're inviting the same people, then it's people are going to get upset because, hey, how come I'm not getting invited? How do I get
Yeah.
invited?
So like a lottery system?
Like a lottery system.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
like
not
if-
a lottery. I don't think you should do a lottery system.
Well, yeah, like a random, like, okay, so say you have 50 drivers. Okay, you pick 20 drivers out of that 50, out of that pool of 50.
Yeah, but how
and
do
then
you know
do
if they're
another
gonna come?
competition? You can, like, maybe like the top 16.
No, I don't think.
But you
so.
can't have the same drivers every time because then there's other drivers that are worthy that can drive that class that won't get to drive it.
Right.
There's what I'm saying. It should
You think
be
there's gonna
spread
be
out.
that many guys? You think
There's a lot of cars now, man.
Yeah.
Every event has got 50, 60 cars. Where
Yeah.
back then, back when we were
How many
doing-
guys were at Clutch Kickers this week?
Oh, about 60 something.
Really?
Yeah. And they already have like 60 something for this weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, they get a lot of people.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's good to have that pool to drive from, so you can say, okay, we're gonna grab these 20. You guys have a chance to compete. If they don't want to compete, then it just moves on the list.
Yeah.
Because granted, not everybody on that list is going to want to do a competition. A lot of people don't.
no, of course.
So, but then the modified class is open. But then you already know the modified guys are worthy because they either have competed before and
Yeah.
and such not.
Yeah. So, well, that's really cool. I can't wait to see any updates on that because I mean that track looks fun. It is very tight. You know,
On that point is I talked to Kevin and I talked to him about the car track. I go, how is it compared to Emerald Coast Dragway? He goes honestly, it's about the same.
really.
So
No
he goes,
way.
yeah, that's what he said.
Kevin who?
Kevin Zuleka? Is that what I saying his name?
I think it's Suleta.
Zuleta?
I think I could be wrong.
Sounds like a
Breakbank.
vegetable.
Yeah.
He sounds like a vegetable. God bless you. So he drives a 4-door G35.
Oh,
He used to work at U-Vape.
Yeah,
and
okay,
he knows
yeah.
Josh. He used to drive an E36. He used to work at Jackson Shop.
Yeah.
He's hilarious. I've never met anyone with such a personality. I mean, you could probably make a show just filming Kevin. If
Yeah.
you watch any videos he's in, he just cracks. He's just hilarious.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his personality. He's so dramatic and so like he's got such he cracks me up. I like Kevin.
Yeah.
And when I first met him, I was like, this guy, he kind of seemed like a stupid, but it's just the way he is. And it's just hilarious. I saw him in the video when they did the Orlando Car Track.
Yeah.
And they did a short segment with him, and he's just Maybe it's just me. I think he's funny.
Yeah.
He probably not trying to be funny. Maybe he's being insulted by me telling him he's funny. But I like Kevin. Kevin's great. He was great whenever I go to Jackson's shop and see him. He was just cool to chat with. But anyway, so he told me that track is very similar to
Clutch Kickers.
clutch kickers. Yeah.
Okay.
Clutch cluckers.
No,
Is that what it's
that's
called?
too close, guys.
Okay.
Well, anyway, so
I'm just a little bit curious. Are the Jackson 5 going to be making an appearance at the next
Hopefully soon.
PBAR event?
Jackson.
I think not all of them, but I'm actually thinking about getting this car wrapped with the team colors
Okay.
because my other car is going to take a while.
No surprise.
Well, I went by a shop today to drop off a tire from one of my dad's trucks, and they were actually doing the door bars. But he's got it. So Jackson, go to Jackson's shop, right? And Mama Jackson's there. She works with them on
she's still
Friday.
there?
She's hilarious. You know, she loves me. I love her too. She's great. So I'm like, is my car done yet? She's like, Chris, when are you gonna finish Tim's car? You know, he comes here all the time and he helps you out do this and like, I know, Mom. I know. It's hilarious. I gotta film next time I go in there.
Yeah.
So I go in there and he's got this new kid. He's trying to teach how the kid wants to learn how to do custom fab work. And he goes, okay, so when I helped Jackson with my cage last time I went there on a Saturday, I bent the door bars. I just didn't notch them yet. You know, we bent them, and he said, "Well, don't notch them because I want to teach these guys how to notch." They've been through like 10 door bars. They were doing it. He was doing it again, and the kid, he goes, "Well, how do you like it?" I was like, "Well, it looks good." I was like, "You just maybe just level out a little bit." And so Jackson comes, he shows him with the grinder. He's like, "Okay," he goes, "Don't cut anymore." And he shows him with the grinder. He's working. When I left there, he was showing him how to.
Okay.
And he's complaining to his mom. He's like, "They're going through door bars like crazy." He goes, I got all these door bars bent." And he goes, "You're going to have all these bars going up and down your car." So anyways, so they're working on a door bar, so that's good. And I saw Gabby's car was there, and they were saying they're grinding away.
Oh, they're putting his cage in.
yeah, they're putting his cage in.
they're putting the
Yeah,
cage
I like his seat. His seat's nice.
yeah,
What seat does he have?
it's a little tight for me. But
It's a Sparko, I think, isn't it? No,
it's a Bride.
It's a Bride. Yeah, that's right.
or Brid.
Brid. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I finally learned how to pronounce it watching a commercial on Formula.
Thank you.
I was like, no way, it's Brid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
Been saying it forever, but nobody believes me. Anyway,
Well, I believe you now.
thank you. Yeah, it took.
I may have to have
The
Zach
actual
fact
commercial.
check you though on that. But
Okay.
All right. So that was the event updates, right? There's no other events that are coming up, right?
For
wait,
now,
wait. So, well, there is. It's a car show.
Has anybody checked to see if the Drift Showdown or what is it? Showtime Drift?
Showtime Drift. They're still.
Are
doing
they still
events.
doing events?
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause
Yeah, they're
that's,
still doing
that's
it.
way closer than Clutch Kickers.
It is. It is. And actually, Cletus's track. I didn't realize how close that track is.
Yeah, it's the Soto.
yeah.
It's right there.
But yeah, it's
It's
closer
like
than
it's right next to St.
Yeah.
Pete.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that close. So
Yeah.
hopefully there's going to be some events coming there. And
Well, he said
actually, Cletus was supposed to be at the Sunday Fun Day event that I was
Oh,
at,
really?
but he didn't show up. I guess he had something else he had to do or something.
Well, one thing he did say once when he had the Drift Week there, he was like, "This is kind of like a warm up to starting maybe my own drift events." So kind of see how it's reacting.
That's awesome.
He's going to have a cap because the first. I don't even know if I want to go to the first event
No,
I
probably not.
wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't want.
because it's going to be so.
Because you can get the
ridiculous.
same thing at OSW if you want.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
The only thing is if he does something with the infield,
He had.
because he's got a lot more infield.
He
than-
does have a lot more infield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I would just do something with the infield and then that inner loop.
I'm sure they'll come up. I mean, he's got all the best minds in drifting and that they'll come up with something.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure Gitten's going to be heavily involved. Denofa's going to be heavily involved.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
Denofa wouldn't come down and do like a school down here. That'd be cool.
He doesn't live down here.
No, I mean just come down to do a couple classes.
I'm
down
sure
here.
he may be doing it. You don't
Yeah,
know.
you never
he
know.
does a lot of other stuff. That
That's
you
what I'm
just
saying.
don't-
That'd be cool.
And he's not one of those glory hounds. So he's not like he's really like.
Because I would like to do. I mean, because he has a thing where you bring your own car and
Yeah.
you would sit with him for a day.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
I would like to do that
but
too.
it's
Yeah.
like all the way over there.
Maybe one day.
yeah.
One day.
Is OSW having any events?
They're still doing. They're still going strong. With I don't think they're doing any like. I don't know of any full events before the end of the year because the end of the year is almost up.
Yeah.
But I know that they are
They just had an
doing.
event, didn't they?
Yeah,
They're
they
still
had
doing
the
private
Black
days.
Friday.
They're still doing private days.
Okay.
So that whole debacle. I mean, they're still going through, and
Yeah.
they're going to work their way through it. And 5 months from now, nobody will even remember a thing happened. That's kind of how it happens,
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
I mean, life goes on. You can't stop drifting.
No, and honestly, we got to just keep it going. I mean,
Learn and move on.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we understand there's a situation and everything, but I mean, as far as drifting goes, we got to keep going because not a lot of tracks accept us. It's opening up more and more,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of tracks that still look at us as outsiders. They don't want us there. We destroy their track, their grass, whatever. I say every motorsport does that. Everybody goes off track. You know, not as much, maybe not as much, but I mean, when you're racing wheel to wheel, you know, you're gonna go off track too.
It happens, yeah, but not in the regularity like first class goes out and everybody's off the road. Yeah. I think one session of beginner drivers will pull more dirt on than any other road course drivers will put on.
Possibly, yeah, that's possible.
No, it's true.
Yeah, okay.
I've seen it.
Trying to make us look good here, man. Come
Well,
on.
Don't we have some go-kart tracks in Miami? Don't we have some?
We do, but okay, so the
Not
Opelika
Miami
kart
Grand
track,
Prix.
yeah, Miami Grand Prix, that's super tiny tight. Remember that?
Yeah,
Did you go there
Mo.
with Mo's event over at
No.
in Opelika?
No, I
the Opelika
didn't.
Flea Market. Did you
Yeah.
go to that?
No, I wasn't.
I drove
there.
it.
Oh, did you?
Oh, it's tiny, like tiny.
It was like Nopi in the.
Yeah, it was like the gauntlet, but it lists this instead of K rails everywhere. It was tires.
Oh,
So
boy.
I drove it with Ryan Kaufman and I think Bert and a couple other people.
I
drove it.
remember seeing the videos. It looked like it was fun, but it was
It was just super tight.
just super tight, like a little too.
there's
small.
I think the
gotta be one.
Kark, what?
Aero K.
Okay.
I can't pronounce their last names. Shant and Rafi. I think they're
Shant and Rafi K.
yeah.
I just say Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan. I don't think that's right.
No, I don't care. At this point, I've made it so.
But I think they were there as well. So, and then the kart track at Homestead. There's so many events going on in that kart
What about
track.
that? So they do go-karting at the Hard Rock.
They do
Which hard rock?
like a track
Hollywood?
track.
Really?
You haven't seen it? Look at it on Google.
No.
You can see the tire marks from Google.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
I wonder if Jackson knew about that.
The more you know.
I told you guys about this. And you all
When?
laughed at me.
What?
You all made fun of me, man.
That was in a dream. That didn't really happen. Fake news. Fake news.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'd have to look
Hold on,
into that.
I'm working into it.
Yeah, but you can't show it on the screen.
Yeah, but I can tell Ben where to look.
It's in the Hard Rock Casino with the big guitar.
Yeah.
You could, I was driving. I saw that sucker from. I got on the highway at Jackson Shop.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could see that big old guitar.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I know, it's crazy. I remember coming down I-95, and right as I hit like Sunrise Boulevard, you could see it way down. I'm like, that thing is huge for me to see it all the way on the east side.
Yeah, and you see when the lights go up in the middle of the
Yeah.
night, it's pretty cool. So, but any
Yeah.
other events to answer your question that I know of?
No.
I know I think it's called OKC, Orlando Kart Track.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a cool
Yeah, Orlando Kart
little
Center. Yeah.
kart center.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're doing an event. Clutch Kickers did announce top 16 payouts
Yeah, for next year.
for next year.
Yeah.
Top 5 payouts like normal, and then everybody from 6th to 16th are going to get their admission covered.
That's awesome.
So they'll
Yeah.
that's big, top
Yeah,
16.
yeah.
And there's some big name sponsors that he didn't announce yet, but they're going to be coming out with some bigger sponsors this year.
Oh, yeah.
And they're planning on growing. And what I thought was really interesting, I got to talk to Mike a couple times, and we were talking about Formula Drift and how what's weird about Formula Drift, and I hope this changes, how Formula Drift is embraced like all the other events like East Coast Bash and
Right.
Blood. What do they call it?
Bloodmasters?
Bloodmasters. Is it?
Yeah, well, that was like an old video.
No, but they still do the events, don't they?
I don't know if they do events. I know that that the East Coast or man, what is their name? It's escaping me now. But either way, the people who run English Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm
Yeah.
saying is when they're announcing during the Formula Drift, they will shout out these other organizations
Yeah.
that don't necessarily throw pro-am, but they this year bit their tongue to mention Clutch Kickers.
Yeah.
What I thought was great is Mike has been reaching out to them. He said
Club Loose. There we go. Sorry. I
Club
had to-
Loose. Okay, yeah, Club Loose. Right. So
Yeah.
they shot them out, but they don't shout out Clutch Kickers. Clutch Kickers in the first year has done tremendous. It's run very well. The pros are going there. The pro amateur guys are going. Pro 2, Pro 1 are going there. People are learning. People are competing. So basically, Mike, when he came up with his list of dates, He sent it. He talked to whoever his contact is at Formula Drift, and he said, "Hey, listen." He goes, "I'm going to send you my dates." He goes, I want to work with you. He goes, I know you're the big dog in the house. I want to make sure that I don't conflict with you. Look at these dates. You don't have to tell me. He goes, you don't have to tell me your dates. He goes, but just let me know if these dates are going to conflict with yours. And they gave him the okay. So that's
Awesome.
really big of Mike to reach out to them.
awesome.
Yeah.
And try to say, hey, listen, we do events. We don't want to step over each other. This and this and that. I just hope that Mike Castleberry's professionalism
Yeah.
will set in at Formula Drift, and Formula Drift will embrace them as a Pro-Am series, because that would be a great Pro-Am series.
That would be an incredible program.
Because it was such a tremendous first season series that why would you not give
Make it a
Pro-Am
Pro-Am.
licenses? Not only that is, not only do you have to compete against other Pro-Am drivers, there are pro drivers in there too. So you really, if you can win that competition, if you can place top 3 or top 4, whatever they do the Pro-Am licensing, in that field of drivers,
Well, look,
you have earned it.
Look at the top 3 that were there. They're all pro.
Exactly.
They're already a pro.
Right. But what I'm saying is that is a challenging. That is probably one of the most challenging series, is to try to get your pro license.
Right, and I've always said that Pro-Am series should always groom the drivers to make it up to the next levels in pro drifting. The thing is that how much better does it get than having to drive against pro drivers? You know, especially if they bring their pro cars, which is some people will deem, hey, that's unfair. But you know what? None of the drivers are really complaining about that. They love it. I mean, I would love to have an opportunity to drive against some of these drivers and cars. I mean, it's like the best test of my skills and the ability of my car. So that's awesome. I hope this does spark a relationship between Formula Drift and Clutch Kickers, because a lot of great things can come out of this.
Well, not only that, is like it's a great location, right? It's accessible for Alabama,
Texas,
Georgia,
Tennessee.
Texas,
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Well, I mean, people are coming from as far as, California. Josh Mason came from
That's
California.
crazy, yeah.
You know? And Mike, Magic Mike,
Yeah,
came from
Pennsylvania.
Colorado.
I thought he
He's
was from
from Colorado.
Pennsylvania. I thought he was from
Colorado.
Oh, he is. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought he was from Pennsylvania.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He
So-
drives all the way from Colorado?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So
I couldn't do that.
yeah, Mike Pollard. So yeah, coming all the way from Colorado. So I mean, there's
There was one guy that pitted next to me. He was by himself. He was in that one of the blue Camaros.
yeah.
Not the blue and white one, but another like blue and gray and black, I think it
Yeah.
was. His name is Bobby Baldridge, and he drove 9 hours from Texas, from Houston.
Yeah.
So when he's like, "Oh, I'm
9
going back to
hours?
Houston," from
Houston's not 9 hours.
from Clutch Kickers.
No, it's not.
You sure?
Yeah, it's like 5 hours. Not even.
You sure? You got to drive through 3
Hold on.
states.
This is
Houston, Texas?
Yes.
No.
This is one thing I do not have information on. So
Well, anyways, the point
Which
is,
is
he
weird.
drove from a long distance. I drove 9 hours to get there,
yeah,
and I was still in Florida.
yeah,
and I switched time zones, and I'm still in Florida.
yeah.
People are like, I drove through 3 states. I'm like, I didn't even get out of one.
Well, tell us about your trip. You went out of your way to attend one of these events, to actually drive in it, and how did that come about? And how did it go for you?
So, obviously, when we went to the first event to do
It
the
is 8
live
hours.
stream,
You're right.
man, you're just like full of doubt today,
I don't
doubting Paul. So I guess it started when we watching the videos. I was like, that's a cool track. When the first time we did a live stream, I was like, I gotta drive this track. And then we did
Yeah.
the second live stream, and I was like, man, I really gotta drive this track. So then Jackson, the Jackson 5 team, was going to they were going to what they did, they set up a private day at OSW, and this was about 2 months ago, almost a month and a half, 2 months ago. And I was like, you know what? I saw the fun day, and it was a 2-day event, and it was $120 if you early
wow.
registration, $60 a
Can't
day.
beat that.
And I messaged Mike Midyet. I think Midyet.
Mike?
Am I saying that right? Mike
Midyet.
Midyet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I messaged him. I emailed him. I was like, hey, listen, can I camp out track? Because funds are low right now. Christmas is coming up, other stuff, and I had to buy
Yeah.
tires or whatever. So I was like, can I camp out the track? That'll save me some money. And he's like, absolutely. He goes, you camp out there Friday night, Saturday night, you're good. So once I got that confirmation, and of course I talked to the higher ups, my wife, and I got confirmation I could do it. I was like, I'm doing it.
I just
I'm
don't know
going
how
by
you
myself.
drifted 2 days without a shower.
Without a shower. Without a shower, but I didn't break a sweat because it was like freezing.
Oh,
It was like it had to be less than 32 degrees because there was ice on the outside of my cooler in the morning. But anyway, so that's watching the event live and hearing everybody talk about how fun it is and how much grip there is and how this and this about the track. It just made me want to drive it. And so I just committed about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and I said, I'm going to do it. And I saved up, bought 6 tires, and I went. And I'm so glad I did. It was, see, it's hard to say it was my favorite event of all time because it was the most recent event.
Correct.
But it was definitely in one of my favorite drifting weekends because I don't think I've ever done a 2-day event. I don't think I ever have.
The only time we've ever done 2 days is probably you would go do a county line on Saturday and then come back Sunday to do a private day.
Yeah, but that's yeah. So I guess that would be those were good.
What about the Pro-Am? Remember when you were doing Pro-Am?
Well, so
you had to practice one day and then compete another day.
So that is true. That is true. But I think the stress of the Pro-Am
okay.
was different. This wasn't a competition setting.
Okay.
Yeah, with Pro-Am, you only got like 2 runs. And
Yeah,
that was
that's
it.
I didn't really. Yeah, but that was with the Streetwise Drift. But I don't know if Streetwise Drift is around anymore. SWD. But anyways, yeah. So
idea.
that yeah, you're right. So those were 2-day events, but they weren't like full events like this.
Okay.
So so this was definitely by far definitely one of the funnest tracks I've ever been to. And everything that the drivers said when we were in, now I see it, and it's different when you drive it than hear somebody talk about it. You can be like, yeah, wow, yeah, that turn, oh yeah, setting yourself up for this, yes. It's not that big of a track, but it is just so much fun that you're trying to keep mind on your tires and not letting your tires overheat, but you don't want to get off.
What would you say is like the biggest surprise of the track, or one of the biggest challenges that you didn't expect?
So, for me, even though I was told it was grippy, I didn't think it was going to be as grippy as it was. So I always run 265, 40, 18s. So
You probably should have ran like 225s.
yeah. So I always run that, and now I'm always like, went to Sebring, I ran 265s.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have that much grip. I felt like I was struggling to try to find grip. I was at like 20 PSI at Sebring. Knowing that there was going to be grip there, I started at 25 PSI. Mm-hmm. And just, yeah, when you get on the e-brake and you get on the throttle, you're like, you could feel like you get pulled into the seat.
Yeah.
It's like e-brake and then you get on the throttle and you're like, oh, I have grip. So
Yeah.
that was probably the biggest, like, wow, they weren't lying kind of moment for me.
Yeah.
But other than that, going from outside zone number 2 to outside zone number 3 was tricky because you are coming downhill. Mm-hmm. And if you carry too much speed and you're not ready for that transition, you'll spin out. And once you get close to the edge. Now, granted, on Saturday, there was a lot of people throwing dirt. The track was cold, and I know it's grippier when it's cold, and that's what everybody says. A colder track is better. But it had rained all day Friday, so it was wet. So they had to dry the track. So when the first 2 class drivers went out there, by the time I got there on my first session running the track, there was a lot of clay on the track already. So it was like the initiation, I couldn't get too far on the inside, and I get too far on the outside. I almost had to be dead center of the track, or otherwise I'd go off or spin or understeer.
So you actually took the opportunity to grab some videos and
Not the best videos, but
not the best.
well, I mean, like as far as like my camera angle, I was more excited about driving that I actually really didn't turn the camera on until the end of the first day and the second day because I'm just like, I want to drive, right? And to drive and record your own footage it's kind of a pain. You don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But after, I'm glad I did.
Okay. So let's go ahead and cue up the first video. Do you want to kind of give us a little bit of a...
It depends on which one it is. I can't see which video you're starting to show. But
You made these videos. You should know.
Well, I know I recorded them, but I just picked 3 videos. One of them is, but I don't know which one's which.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just labeled them 1, 2, and 3, not really thinking which one's 1, which one's 2, which one's 3.
Oh, my Lord.
So basically, but all 3 of these videos are from Sunday,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure all 3 of those videos are from my last session.
Okay.
So one of the videos is going to show me, I believe, tandeming with a black E36. One was the highlight of my trip there was when I actually was able to catch up to Ryan Avocado.
Okay.
And then another one is I think me around and go off track or something stupid. I was all over the place. Like there were some times where it was like I was on point. I'm like, okay, I'm doing good here, and then I would go too far and I would like 50-50 grind.
Oh,
Or I'd go off. I don't have a front lip anymore. It's gone.
Oh.
I left a piece of it at Clutch Kickers.
You left a mark.
I left my mark.
Yes.
little piece of me.
Okay. Let me just get this queued up over here. And also, shout out to Jeff Abbott, who's in the chat.
Hey,
Yes.
what's up, Jeff?
And let's go ahead and...
to give you a little Clutch Kickers gift sticker.
That's passing tech.
cool. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Okay, so what's going on here, Tim?
Okay, so I'm pulling up to the line. There's the burnout box behind us, and I'm just coming up to the line.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought when I saw those two fingers up there, I thought you were trying to squish the sun.
Can you hear the audio or no? Okay, so it's e-brake, and then I would get on throttle, e-brake again, and see all the dirt on the inside.
Oh,
So this one, what I found out, and I was telling Noel, is that halfway through Sunday, my e-brake was jamming up and wasn't letting me pull the e-brake completely. So sometimes I'd pull it and it would lock, and sometimes it wouldn't. So I was having some issues with it. Like right there, I was like, man, this thing's not locking up.
Oh, wait. I think I know what's going on. Hang on, let me fix that. Where is it?
Yeah, this is the one where I was having problems with e-brake.
VQ noises.
But of
coming
course, I didn't figure it out. I just kind of kept going and said, "Oh,
2, 1. No, okay. I thought we
No
were.
VQ
kind of cool that you can just keep one hot. The
At least it's
that,
not Gabby's VQ.
the thing that helps is this: it's you can hot lap
yeah,
as well, so you can kind of. It looks so much slower in the car though.
yeah." I'm like, my handwork here was horrible. Like, and I think because I was fighting the e-brake. So sometimes I would have some good sessions where I'm like, "Oh, this feels pretty good," and then I would just totally lose it and be like all over the place. And watching the video, I'm like, "Gosh, man, I felt way more comfortable in E30." But I'm getting it, used to it.
I think you got too much grip. You need to take those gigantic
and-
tires off.
Yeah, probably if I went back there, I'd run the
Yeah.
245.
Yeah, I think you got to because it looks like you're just fighting grip.
But when you get when you get it, you get it. And this ain't one where I got it. I think I picked one that I was just failing up though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't want to make. It's not like you want to be like, oh, I'm this rock star. You want to show all the bad stuff too, right? Well, maybe
And
no.
we're trying to get sponsors here. Come on.
No. You got to show the good with the bad. I had some good moments. I had some bad moments. But see, like I was in my head, I was like, I'm only doing 2 laps and getting off. But no, I just I think my 4th time around the track.
You're having so much fun.
You don't want to get off because that's one way. That's where they want you to get off right there.
Right.
But you can keep going and get off at the second exit, which I was pitted right after the second exit, so it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
When you get to the edge right there, it's really like slippery.
Yeah, I think.
See, and I kept going, so I'm like in my head, I'm only doing 2 laps, but no, that's why my tires were
chugging,
falling apart.
yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to get off.
There you go. That's
Well, see, and that's
good
another
line.
thing. The hotter the tires get,
That's a
they
good
start
one.
loosening up, and it starts to get
you
easier.
had too much grip, man. Yeah. See,
See, I'm not fighting the wheels
No,
much
you're not,
anymore.
yeah, because you weren't fighting the grip. Yeah, no, that's what
Yeah.
it is, man. You can't come in there with.
Yeah, now it looks like you're just guiding the car
Yeah.
with the steering instead of
Fighting.
trying to keep the car sliding. It's just
Right.
Yeah, no, that's the difference.
Oh, I went on again?
those
Yeah,
poor
go
tires.
to the next video. Go to the next video.
Okay, all
I didn't
right.
realize I was going around that many
Let's see.
times.
No, but it looks It looks so much better after you've heated up the tires.
Yeah.
So that's probably why you got into like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm in
but
a
the
rhythm.
tires didn't think so.
No,
Really?
the tires didn't. So it was like 6 laps, right?
Yeah, that was like 4 or 5.
So what you should do is get
maybe
like
6 laps.
235s.
No, 245s. You still want grip.
I don't know.
245s.
Well, I mean, it looked good once they
heated up.
I mean, what
Once they started chunking them, falling out,
well,
shooting out the back of the
hang on, before we get there, what was your tire pressure towards the end of the event? Because you said you started at 25 psi.
So I did. I
25
started
is
at
really
25
low.
on both sides. A lot of people run like 20. I was running 20 at Sebring.
yeah,
But it's-
But anyways, so what I did is on this day, I ran 27 on the passenger side, 27, 28, and 25 on the driver's side.
Okay.
Because the driver's side, you want more grip; it's slower.
Yeah.
The passenger side, I want a little less grip to try to keep it loose.
Right.
So that's what I was running. But yeah, in all reality, a 255 or 245 probably would have been better.
I mean, you could keep
But
the two.
I think it's just more. I need to more throttle on entry. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, you can keep the 265
Just
and go up
air
to
them
like
up a little bit.
32, 33 pounds.
Yeah.
That way, and not take so many laps at once. So that way, it stays consistent.
I swore I was only doing 2 laps and cooling down, but that's not. Yeah, that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the second video over here. Let's see.
Is there audio playing or no? Okay, so this is the one I think where I was able to catch up to Ryan Avocado.
That's strange.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there it is. Sweet. Oh, thank goodness. So where's Ryan?
Ryan is
Coming right around here. I
As
think.
soon as he goes right now, that's Zach running the line. There you go. There's Ryan. Yep. I'm like, oh, I see Ryan. Let me see if I can catch up to him.
Where's Bonji?
Yeah, he was.
Oh my god.
So I'm trying to cut the inside line to try to catch up to him. This was like the highlight of my day.
It's struggling with those tires, dude. You can hear the engine. Oh God! Why are you making me do this?
Sounds good there.
You
hear
can't
his
hear
car.
my car. You don't hear his
It's
car.
just-
I heard yours. It's just very low.
Yeah, it is low. It is low. So basically, when you come out, you put your fist out. When you come around and lets the line runner know that you're going to just drive off the rest of the track.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah. So that way he doesn't set a car right behind you. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, but a lot of times it didn't. Okay, that's the end of that one.
Okay.
And then the other one.
Let's see the other one now.
So basically, what I was trying to do is they have a drag strip. I was trying to do 2-3 laps and then go up and down the drag strip to cool the tires down.
Yeah.
And then get back in line. I was even trying to run through some grass to try to cool the tires down as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, especially if they have some of that dew from the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you tandem with anybody here in this one?
And this is Baldrick, Brian. That's the Brian guy that came from
Oh, yeah.
Houston. He was cool.
That's
he,
the
he was like a
Camaro.
one-man team too. Like he came by himself in his trailer.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of one-man shows there that were just coming to just shred and spend the day and get some practice in. Yeah. That was,
Well, you weren't fighting grip there.
Nope. Yep. It was just a good time. It was just a good event. Everybody's on the track, just going.
Yeah.
And a lot of good drivers. Just non-stop drifting, man. They just keep going around and around and around.
Now it sounds like it's fighting grip, or maybe it's
No, that's me on throttle
On the
modulation.
throttle?
Because that outer zone number 3, you don't really have all that much traction there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're spinning the 265s, no
Yeah,
problem.
no, I am. I'm not having a problem. Once they break in, when they're brand new,
Yeah.
it's a little rough. But this is I've already drove on them a little bit, so. But they didn't blow on me, even though they did land. They didn't blow on me.
Whoa. Was that you going off the track?
Yeah, that was me grinding a little bit on that concrete edge.
That sounded pretty scary there.
Oh, it sounds yeah. I ran off the road quite a bit, quite a bit, but it was a good time.
Well, it just goes to show we're not pros, but we can get around the track. Or well, you can get around a track. I haven't been on a track in a while.
Yeah, yeah. So there was a lot of guys. There was a couple cars that I haven't seen before that looked built that looked like they're there for testing,
Yeah.
Oh really?
and that weren't. I don't know whose
Didn't
cars they
know
were.
body panels or anything?
Couple vets.
Okay.
and no stickers on them, and some nice trailers come out. And I don't know who the drivers were. I didn't really mingle too much, I guess, like I should have. But
Yeah. Well, you're busy driving, changing tires,
Yep.
making sure the car was good to go.
I got to meet Cabot Cardoza.
Okay.
I got to hang out with Pitt next to him and his family, so I got to meet his mom and his dad, his sister.
Yeah.
They're a nice family, real good
That's
family,
awesome.
and the father's really like he's like the crew chief, and he's doing all the work. He's
Yeah.
changing the tires, he's getting us ready, and then his mom and his sister are there. They had a tent and they had some merchandise. So he's already trying to brand himself Dirty's. Now it was Dirty E30 before.
Yeah.
Now he's like Dirty Z.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So he's I picked up a shirt. I don't know where I have it, somewhere around here, but I picked up a shirt to support him. Also bought some Clutch Kickers gear too to help support. I always try to support
Yeah.
the people that are showing up.
I like the
and
little
trying to
text
support us.
sticker.
The little
Yeah.
gift tech
Yeah,
sticker.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. It was funny when I did the tech. They do the tech in line, and they're teching the car and everything. And the guy passed me a tech. He's like, "I'll go get you a sticker." He gets in the truck. He drives away. The other guy's, "What'd you say to him?" I was like, "I don't know." He said he needs to get me a sticker. He's like, "Here's a sticker." I was like, "Oh, all right." I passed tech. I passed tech.
Why'd you piss him off, man?
Yeah, I know. What'd you say to him?
The hell?
So I mean, what is there anything that you learned from going to this event? Maybe with your car, with yourself, the track.
Well, one, I think I learned that I have to be more patient as a driver
Okay.
when I'm going on a track that I don't know. And I tend to be really hard on myself, like really beating myself up. The first session, I was pretty like bummed out. Like I was like, "Oh, you failed it like an idiot. You know, you're out there spinning and you're,
Too bad I
you're going
wasn't
off the
there.
track. You know, I just kind of beat myself up."
You
So
probably would have made it worse.
I know.
yeah, anybody would do it on purpose. Yeah, man, you suck. I can't believe they're giving you an A. You
I'm
know?
too nice.
Yeah, when I saw Zach, I'm like, man,
Maybe we should just leave now.
when Zach was like, "Oh, I didn't know the red Z was you," I was like, "Yeah, probably the guy you were like, why did I let him in A?" You know, but I really wasn't doing. When I was watching other drivers, I really wasn't doing as bad as I thought. I put
Yeah.
these higher expectations. So as a
It's
driver,
better than I felt when I came out to PBR. I'm like, I'm doing pretty good. And then he showed me the video. I'm not even drifting.
yeah. So, but as a driver, I have to tend to relax, and I know it, and Ben knows it too. He knows me well as well. That when I go out there, I am very tense at first, and I'm
Yeah.
fighting the car. I'm not letting the car do what it's supposed to do. And once and that's
Well, I think
kind
you
of,
have two issues there. Your tire size is too big, or you don't have enough.
So I would say yes and no, because if this was the first event that happened to me on, I would say you're right, 100%. But it's not the first time this has happened. This is something new with the Z. With the E30, I was pretty confident in the car. I knew that I drove the car for 6 or 7 years, so I can go to a layout that I didn't know, and I could totally feel confident throwing in it, and I wasn't freaking out behind the wheel.
Right.
With this car, I'm still like, well, let's see. So I've had this car for just over a year,
Yeah.
and I think I've done
You know what's funny about
4 or
that,
5
though?
events,
the
5 maybe
E30
6 events.
The E30 used to blow the tires off, and it had the same horsepower. Was it that much lighter? You think?
And you were probably running a smaller tire.
Yeah, you're talking about the smoke wise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. The
would
E30
blow
put a lot of
fucking-
smoke out. This
Yeah.
I just don't have the wheel speed. I don't think
Yeah.
this has the wheel speed. This is a different gear. I had that 325 in the E30, and that 325 was great because I
Yeah,
would
but
throw
you
it in
had way
third.
less horsepower. I mean, I think you had.
No, I had more horsepower than this.
No, you made.
I had 425.
You didn't have 425.
Yes. You just doubt everything today. You just doubt everything today.
I would expect the Turbo
I had
M20 to
I
make
had
more
410,
power.
425.
I could have sworn when we were at what's his name, we were making like 325, 327.
That was before I tuned it. The last 2 years I drove that car, it was pushing 400.
Okay.
400 and 400 torque too. The torque
Okay.
was almost even with the horsepower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but going back to your question. So as a driver, I'm learning, and that's another thing I'm trying to learn more to put relax more my first time out and pace myself and not be so hard on myself. Learning the car, this definitely helped me build more confidence in the car and learning the car. I used before. I don't have the angle that I had in E30.
Let me ask you this: Did you like when you first went out there? Did you go drive around first, or did you actually just throw it in the first
I
corner?
threw it in the
that's-
first
yeah.
turn. And that's another thing that
Yeah.
I want to drift. You know, it's like I'm so excited, like a little kid on
Yeah,
Christmas
you
Day.
can't.
You know, I want to just go, and I don't want to waste that run. So going into this event, you say 30-minute session. So in my head, I'm like, man, 30 minutes, that's like nothing. Yeah, right, exactly. But I don't think I've never been on a track where I get hot lap
Yeah.
ever. So for me, I'm thinking, well, 30-minute session on a normal one at a time, that's like 5-6 laps, right?
Yeah.
This is hot lapping. So so that I was wrong about that.
Yeah.
So, but learning the car, I've learned a lot about the car. I'm
You got
trusting
like
the
5
car.
laps in a minute, like 5
6
minutes.
laps. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
5 laps in 5 minutes.
So I'm learning to trust the car, learning the limits of the car. I'm learning more. I can't say that there was no hallelujah moment as far as a driver in the car, but trying to be more aware of car setup as far as tire pressures.
Right.
So up until when I had the E30 tire pressures, I never looked at tire pressures. I'd never warm up the tires. You just go, you know, like Harry Travola. I don't need to just drive.
Yeah.
So, but I'm learning that aspect to be more aware of things like tire pressure. So in that aspect, I've learned a lot because I saw what the difference. There was a difference when I ran a higher tire pressure. My last session, like I felt it driving it. I run a higher tire pressure on the passenger side and a lower tire pressure, so I had the grip on the slower sections, and I had the less grip when I didn't want it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So on that aspect, and as far as the track, having everything that I've been told about the track come to fruition or just a realization, it's like 1 and 1, you know, makes 2, and you're just like, okay, yeah, I get it.
Right. Okay. Well,
I'm curious what you eat.
So I brought so basically, I camped out at the track. It was my first night there. I pulled in on Friday night, and there was probably about 20 people. Taylor Ray and Ben Julian, they had their little camping rig. There was another group of guys with another Camaro, the white and blue and black one. I think that Drift HQ helped build. I think that I've seen
Really?
them. I think that I don't know. I've seen them in that car in a Drift HQ. At least I think I did. But he had a little tent set up, and they were doing a bonfire. And then I had just me and my I slept in the truck. I wasn't comfortable. so I slept in a truck, and I wasn't, like you said earlier, I looked at what the weather was going to be, and I was like, oh, in the 50s. I just need a jacket, you know, be good.
Oh, you must have been.
It got into low 30s. And I had to wake up in the middle of the night a couple times, turn the truck on, turn the heater on. I was freezing. And I had a sleeping bag. I was freezing.
Oh, jeez.
So, but yeah, so what I ate is I had bought some turkey burgers and some everything bagels and some condiments and chips and stuff, and I
Leave it all outside the truck. So
yeah, I left it all outside the truck. It was freezing outside the truck, and I had a little sterno thing with a pot and a pan. I brought my own ground coffee. I had my little French press, so I had my coffee in the morning and at night, and I just grilled there. And then of course I went to La Rumba's on Saturday night,
Okay.
that Mexican restaurant. Place is good, and I had the special.
the special.
Yeah, so basically you get chili rellenos.
Okay.
You get you get a taco, you get a burrito, you get a soft taco, you get a
What?
You get an enchilada.
What?
I got like 6 things. I'm like, and you get beans and rice. I was like, holy cow! And then they had this like bean dip that I didn't have last time I was there. That was amazing. And I got a side of guac because I was like, well, let me get a side of guac because I don't think when the food came out, I was like, there's like plate. I'm like, oh man, I ate it all. I blew up them porta potties, man. I blew up those porta potties.
God.
You know, the good thing is that the porta potties were fresh on Saturday morning. Nobody used them, so yeah, I used them. I used the heck out of them suckers. And then I had like a 2.5 gallon of water, so I had to pee a lot.
Oh, man.
It's like the older you get, the smaller your bladder gets. I don't know what's
The
up
bigger
with
your
that.
prostate is.
The bigger your prostate is. That what it is?
Yeah.
The prostate's like your nose; it doesn't stop growing. Is that how that works?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wow, that's hilarious.
You got to massage it from what Noel says.
But what I did
Yeah,
get to
I say that a lot.
what I did get to see, and shout out to Justin. I got to look at his Instagram, Justin and Tommy. So I ran into Justin and Tommy. I was just walking through the pits, and they actually recognized me from the live stream. I think one of 2 people. And he was like, "Hey, do you have a?" Well, he needed something. I was like, yeah, I had a little air compressor. I was like, yeah, you can borrow if you need anything else. Let me know. And he's like, you know if there's a tire changing? So we did a driver's meeting on Sunday morning, and they were asked about tire changer, and everywhere was closed. Pep Boys didn't want to touch a low pro tire. So if you ever go to Clutch Kickers, okay, so 2 things. If you ever go to Clutch Kickers, bring
gas.
rims and tires. That's 1. Don't count on a tire changer unless it's a comp. 2,
Not even that, yeah, because at the comp, nobody had a tire changer.
They didn't?
Somebody brought theirs, and they were letting people use it.
So yeah, bring tires and rims mounted. And 2, if you run on E85, bring plenty of gas. They do sell X85 for about $6 a gallon at the track, which I found out is the same. I thought I was gonna blow them up for sure. It's better.
Yeah.
So they do sell it there for a price, but when I asked them for it, they weren't even sure if they had it, and they actually did have plenty of it to fill my tank up. There's no E85 for sale at any gas station within 2 hours.
Good Lord.
So that's 4 hours. So 2 hours away and 2 hours back.
Really?
Yeah.
And the one that they said that they knew had E85, they already knew that they were going to stop selling it. So those are the 2 tips I could tell you. And bring plenty of tires. Bring at least 6 to 8 tires if you can do a fun day.
Yeah.
I went through 2 sessions on a set of tires. And my first 2 sessions on Saturday, I didn't even get full sessions. They started falling apart. And then Sunday, I kind of figured it out. I went two full sessions on Sunday on 1 set of tires. 2 tires, if you want to say 1 set.
And that's why I'm going to do flex fuel, because I don't ever have that issue.
Flex fuel?
Yeah, I have a flex fuel sensor for the Volvo.
Yeah, you could do that too. But just bring plenty of E85, you'd be good. Oh, but my point being is, I think you had the video. It's I put it on that little USB to.
What?
It's Justin. It's on the
You
USB.
just told me the Clutch Kickers 1, 2, 3, and that was it.
Oh no, I thought I said the other one. So if you look on there, is Justin. I'll keep talking. It's labeled Justin and Tommy change a tire. So I'll lead into this while you're getting that ready.
Oh wait, hang on. It's here.
Tim is
Hang
talking
on.
as much as I do.
Yeah.
Hang
Well,
on.
I'm excited. It was
Telling a story.
Yeah, I'm telling a story.
You were just talking on the toilet.
Oh wait, hang on. Wrong thing.
No way.
Hang on.
Yep, that's it. Watch. So they couldn't find a tire
Hang
changer.
on. There, rewind.
No
So-
way.
They don't break it the first time. Just keep watching. These guys are great.
Did you just
Hilarious.
think of this, or you like YouTube it or something? Oh, you have?
Yeah, apparently it's been done before. I've never heard of it. That's Tommy and Justin's inside the truck.
Good Lord.
But it's like I called him. You guys are team get her done.
You'll work it.
Especially a low pro.
Right,
I've
exactly.
never seen that done before, ever. I never even thought of it.
And of course now I talked to Jackson. I was like, "Do you know you can do it?" He's like, "Oh yeah." I was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Well, I've never seen it before."
Good Lord.
Yeah, he was a little upset that the rims, they were new rims.
Yeah, but those are cheap.
Yeah.
Those are the wheels I
Look,
want
but
to
look,
get.
No, it is coming.
I couldn't believe it. Like I was just like, wow, because he didn't have anything else. He would have to call it a day. This was the beginning of Sunday.
So he thought there would be a tire changer there?
He thought there was gonna be a tire changer, or he could get him changed somewhere locally.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. Back to my point. You don't want to have to do this.
Hold the camera.
He did this for 2 tires?
It's like 4.
Oh my God.
Look,
Oh, you got? Oh my God! Are you serious? What the hell?
Let me do that side.
yeah. Yeah, that blew my mind. Look. Yeah, just pop it off. Get a little dirt in there. Just scoop that off.
Yeah, hands you guys, bro. Don't tell anybody else. You'll be here all day. Wow. Holy.
Wow.
Talk about not giving up.
Yeah, I guess.
So wait, how do they hold the tire in place?
Breaking the beat, isn't it?
What do you mean? Breaking the bead's the hardest part.
So far.
No, flipping the tire over.
Well,
Yeah, no, thank you. Holy cow.
no, they do it.
I don't think I'll ever do it. I'll stick to tire changers, but hell. Yeah, I know. But when you're... Yeah, that is emergency for sure.
So that's Justin on the right and Tommy on the left.
Yeah, I know. I heard. They were talking about in a driver's meeting that they weren't...
They're gonna bang that rim up, man.
Yeah, but it does. Who cares?
Yeah,
It was either you bang the rim up and
you don't drive,
or you go
I
home.
get you. I'm for it.
And he had tried like Pep Boys and all these other
Yeah, but
places.
how do you?
And the local tire places would not touch those
Is
tires.
he just gonna walk it around?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's teamwork right there, buddy.
See? Boom. There you go.
God.
That's it.
You gotta be shitting me.
Oops. Sorry. Language. I was shocked.
It's just a natural reaction.
Look, there you go.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
And you didn't want to believe it, Paul.
That's a lot of work, man.
No, it's really not
It's a lot
though.
of work on a manual tire changer. It's
I think this was easier
was like, oh,
than
you
the
can't-
manual tire changer.
He told us, he's like, oh yeah, just drop them off.
It didn't take him all that long. Well, how long was the video? The video was only like 4 minutes
But
long.
it's two guys too, though. It's,
So
Watch out, you're straight on the smoke. I know. Slip. Take me out.
Yeah, you remember the scratch. I remember that time. Remember the scratch right there? Yeah, it's the one where we changed the tires with the truck.
I hate that we're doing it to the wheels, but
Yeah, but that's what happens. You buy these wheels, you're like, oh, these wheels are so nice, and I'm gonna keep them clean. I gotta change tires. Oh well.
that didn't take all that
Oh
long.
well. All right, guys, that's awesome. Wow, that's
That didn't take all that long.
No,
No.
it didn't.
It
That was-
really didn't. It took a couple minutes.
Yeah. Oh, and the only reason why it took any longer than it should have is because it's a low profile tire.
And that was their first one. The second one they did faster.
Yeah, well, they got the practice. So.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
shout out to those two guys,
Yeah.
Tommy and Justin.
I got a couple of issues with that. I mean, what if the
How do you balance it?
no, not that, not just that, but how do you balance it? But you're sitting in front of the truck, so what if the guy just drives past the wheel and then next thing you know knocks you over?
Teamwork.
And rolls you. And
Teamwork.
kills
That's why
you.
you gotta have.
You got to have trust.
Yep.
Yeah, let's talk. Let's tell Noel to do that so we can run him over.
So okay, so
I thought I was going to be the one that drive it. I drive everywhere.
So,
And-
so I don't know how many people are watching, but if you are watching, Justin Harris, he's on Facebook as Justin Harris 14, and you know, he's,
I see.
that's the guy that was,
0.5.
huh?
0.5 viewers.
0.5, like a half a viewer. Okay.
5 years.
Okay.
5 years.
Well, anyways,
We got 8-Bit Brian in the chat.
oh,
He's,
hey, what's
tagged
going on,
along.
Brian?
that was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool to see somebody.
Yeah, that's
see,
dedication right
yeah,
there.
and not only that is the car that he was driving. I got to follow behind him one time, and he was putting a ton of smoke out. Like one time, because I wasn't.
What was he driving?
A 240.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 240 with I forget what he said it was in it. Something
S14 or S13?
S13.
He was probably putting out all the smoke because his wheel wasn't balanced.
So like I wasn't right behind him because I wasn't necessarily tandem with him. I was trying to catch up with him, and he when coming out of the initiation, he put so much smoke through the touch and go that I wasn't sure if he was spun out. So I actually straightened up and went through it, and I was like realized he was already around the other turn. And him and Tommy were driving both the same car in two separate classes, and that car ran the whole weekend. So shout out to them.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Any other marvels or mysteries
Marvel
or
Mystery
myths that were debunked that you witnessed at the event?
Is there something
That's all
that-
Pat Gooden. That's a marvel.
Oh,
Yeah, that is.
It's all Pat Gooden.
He's a
He wasn't
unicorn.
judging. Yeah, he's a unicorn nowadays. You don't see him out and only on events.
Was he walking around barefoot?
He was not. He was cold.
It was too cold for that.
too cold
yeah.
for. Too
But he-
cold
but he
for
did
fun.
have a
Really
sun-
too cold for that? I mean, come on. Is this Pat we're talking
He
about?
did have his sunglasses on and his hat. So I think
that's
that's
good.
become
Okay.
like a trademark for him, right? Sunglasses and a hat.
Probably, yes.
The heat wave glasses, the ones that go all the way across.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
But no, other than that, just a stellar weekend. A lot of good drivers, a lot of good people. And you know, you hear that, oh, it's all not kumbaya. We heard that from you're going to have your rivalries and you're going to have your competition, but still overall drifting, even with its mishaps and whatever between drivers, it's
Yeah.
still if you've ever gone street racing, where
No, that's a lot.
it's a
That's
whole
lot
different thing. I mean,
Yeah.
the animosity. I mean, you see fights all the time. It's not the same thing.
No, it's not. And remember, a lot of the rivalries and the dramas between drivers and all that, that's during competition.
Yeah.
When we're talking about a fun day like you just had,
Great.
everybody's, you know,
Yeah.
we're all family. Or you know, we're having fun. You
Yeah.
know, so that's the great thing about drifting. It's not always a competition. It's sometimes we're just having fun and we're making each other better by being around each other, giving each other advice, helping each other. So that's one of the greatest things about drifting.
All right. So switching gears, guys. I don't know if you knew this, but FD concluded their season,
Yes.
Yeah.
and they had some awards to
They did have some
give
awards.
out, and yeah, they
Yeah.
do awards. Like,
Oh, I saw the award for Adam LZ or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, he got rookie of the year.
hello, spoilers.
Yeah, I'm
Sheesh.
sorry.
Paul already jumping the gun. All right,
Yeah.
who else? What other awards were handing out, Paul? You
don't
seem
know.
to be aware.
I don't know.
Oh, he
Okay.
just wanted
You only
the one he knew he let out.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I do
right?
have all the awards right here.
Oh,
Of course you
okay.
do.
The kid with the information. Go
Yeah.
ahead, tell us.
Well, I'm gonna start with Pro 2.
Wait, hang on. Why don't you set it up with the award, and then have us guess who won the title?
That's cool.
Okay. Well,
Right, do
the
that.
first one you should know, the 2020 Formula Drift Pro 2 champion.
Dmitry Bruski.
Yeah, and he had an awesome year.
He did.
Let me just say that I think that E46 changed it up for him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Z4 was a great car, but that E46.
So now
was-
he's pro. So now he's pro 1.
Well, yes, he has the ability to
Go pro, but it doesn't mean he has to.
Yeah, top 8 Pro 2 drivers are eligible for FD Pro licenses.
But didn't he say that he's not going to go pro? Like he was just going to dominate? Was it him? Was that?
No, that was Adam that said that last year, but
Yeah.
then he ended up changing his mind.
All right, so fan favorite driver.
Adam LZ.
No, this is Pro 2.
Oh, pro.
Pro 2.
Yeah.
Fan
Fan
favorite?
favorite?
Fan
Yeah.
favorite. Fan
Wait.
favorite.
Fan favorite. Was it?
I'll take a guess. Mr. Love, the Love guy.
That's what I was
Josh
thinking.
Love?
Josh Love.
That's what I was
Josh
thinking
Love.
too.
Josh Love?
Josh
No.
Love.
No?
I was going to say Sean Love, but there's Josh Love. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Josh
Who
Love.
was the other guy?
Andy Hitley.
No.
No.
Because everybody loves his car.
He's Pro 1, isn't he?
No, he's Pro
He's
2.
back
He's pro 2.
Yeah.
He was Pro 1.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, so nobody can guess. All right. It was Micah Diaz.
Micah Diaz, yeah.
yes.
What car does he drive?
Just because of his car.
Speaking
he
of his,
slammed E46.
yeah, it's an E46.
But it's
Like
way
why?
too low to the ground.
Yeah, it still worked though. The car.
Is that the one that looks like a coffee?
No,
like
no.
coffee?
You're thinking of the Latesso. That's Yves Meyer, and he's in Pro.
No, this one's slammed. You
This one
know
is
it.
slammed chrome wheels. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks
it
sick.
looks really nice.
Yeah.
It's an E46?
Yeah.
2-door?
No,
Yeah,
four-door.
it's a 2-door.
Four-door. Isn't it?
It's a 2-door. I think it's a 2-door. Yeah, let's look it up. Look up Micah Diaz. All right, so fan favorite car
Fan favorite car for Pro 2?
for Pro 2.
Pro 2. Oh, the car now.
Yeah.
Andy Hitley.
No. No. All right, I'll just say it. It's Micah Diaz again. He
Oh, wait, you can't. They gave the person. They gave the person two awards.
yeah, they gave him 2 awards.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure he's happy with it, but they should spread the love.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to go through Pro 2 because, Pro 2, we don't know them as much, but we'll do the guessing game for Pro.
All right.
So, Rookie of the Year is Joshua Love because he finished 3rd overall.
I would have won that one.
Yeah, well,
Damn it.
most
2-door. Yeah, it's nice.
yeah,
it's nice.
and now it's all black in that
Yeah.
picture.
No,
It's-
I know.
So was Paul right or wrong?
Wrong.
I was.
I'm getting a lot of things wrong today.
Yeah.
He's full of doubt and wrongness.
I can admit it.
Paul's broken.
Most improved driver of the year is Dmitry Bruski again
Okay.
because he moved from 27th last year to being the champion this year.
Okay.
And that would conclude all the awards for Pro 2. Now, here we go to Pro.
Congratulations to the winners.
Yes.
Yay.
All right. Now we're going to Pro. All right. Everybody should know who the champion is. Von Gittin. Okay. So
Okay.
I thought we were playing the guessing game, but
No,
you know.
we already knew that because they announced it before the end of the event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
well, but somebody didn't watch the event.
Oh, you
so-
didn't watch it? Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
they announced it before.
All right.
So.
So
But
the
didn't Asbo win one? Seventh of the
yeah,
eight?
he won round 7 and
Okay.
round 1, really. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Von-
no, but I mean, I'm talking about
yeah. So, all right, and so Auto Manufacturers Cup,
well.
Ford.
Ford.
Oh,
For the
so-
first time in FD history, they took the Auto Manufacturers
That's a
Cup.
surprise.
Yeah. Tire Manufacturers Cup.
Oh, Nitto.
Nitto Tire, because they were the first 4 in the championship. The first 4 drivers in the championship were on Nittos.
Okay.
All right, everybody should know this one. Come on, fan favorite driver.
Forsberg.
What? That's a good
not-
guess. In a weird way, but yes, Paul, you're correct. Adam
Oh.
LZ,
Yeah.
fan favorite car.
Oh, wait. Okay, so Adam LZ.
No.
No?
wait,
It's
hold
'cause
on,
they've been
hold
doing
on.
double
It's,
awards.
Kyle Mohan.
Kyle Mohan.
No, wait, hold on. Fan favorite car?
No, come on, really. Fan favorite car? It's got to be. Who's got the freaking Osmo? No.
Osbo.
No. Who's
Turk?
gonna be? Who wants
Turk.
No.
Dan Burkett.
Dan Burkett. That would be your fan favorite, but no. Okay, guys, it's Adam LZ again.
I just.
that's what I thought.
said
Just
that-
like the Micah.
I knew that was going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
I guess a lot of people. By the way, these are voted by the public, so I guess a lot of people they see the car and they automatically like the driver.
How do you vote for that? Because
No,
I didn't even
they
know you
like
could
the
vote for
driver.
it.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
FT has an app, so
I didn't get my ballot.
There's an app for that.
yeah.
I didn't get my ballot either.
I want to recount.
Yeah, I want to recount.
Recount.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Do it
Okay.
over.
Fake news. Fraud.
All right, so rookie of the year,
Oh, Adam LZ.
Adam
So
LZ.
he got 3.
he got 3
Wow.
awards. Man,
Wow.
he's killing it here. All right, most improved driver.
Adam LZ.
Adam LZ.
No,
No.
Adam LZ didn't drive last year, so he.
Kyle Mohan.
Oh, compared to the
It's
year
Jeff
before.
Jones.
Kyle Mohan.
Jeff Jones
Jeff
would have been a good.
Jones. That
Jeff
was-
Jones
would have been a
should've got
good
that.
one.
Why didn't Jeff Jones get that? Because that's
No,
He
but
finished 9th, I think, right?
who
Jeff
could have been
Jones?
the most improved driver.
the most improved driver was Taylor Hall, from 24th to 10th this
Okay,
year.
yeah. No, he did. He did good this year.
A
He
little
did good.
controversial there, but
Controversial. Nah, he did.
No, he was killing it.
Overall, he was doing good.
Honestly, this year, his driving was way improved over last year. I almost dropped
did you get bumped?
You got excited.
I got almost dropped
fall
the
over there.
information
Yeah.
here. All right, so best drifting style,
Beth Drifting stuff.
Forsberg.
Adam LZ.
Forsberg, isn't it?
Forsberg got it.
How did he get style?
I knew it. I knew it was going to be
understand.
something ridiculous.
He has no style.
Yeah.
That's the guy that's like the opposite of style.
And this is voted by FD teams, but yeah,
FD
I,
teams.
yeah, I do find that
Was
to
the
be
team Forsberg's team? Was it just FD teams?
so. Yeah, I have to agree with you guys where
There's no way.
I don't see that. I mean, Forsberg is more of a consistent, robotic
There's
kind
no
of driver,
style there.
and it just there's not a lot of style.
That's why I hate him. Is because he has no style.
Even Asbo doesn't really, he's
No,
very
Asbo doesn't
consistent.
really have any style either.
So, I mean, I would say Denofa. I mean, he's got.
Denofa's got tons of style.
I would agree with that. Or somebody like JTP as well.
Yeah, JTP or Denofa. I definitely
JTP.
think that should have got
Yeah.
that, not Forsberg.
All right. So, hang on. Here we go. All right. So, hardest charger. Now, this award goes
Hardest who?
hardest charger.
Chelsea.
Charger?
Yeah.
What does
Yes.
Charger mean? What do you mean by Charger?
Okay. So,
Like
FD teams voted for the driver who puts it all out there on every run in every
Chelsea.
battle throughout 2020.
Chelsea.
Chelsea got it. Yeah.
Oh, Noel's excited about that one.
Oh, whoa, don't whoa,
That's my boy.
don't get too excited there, pal.
Yeah. All right. The spirit of drifting. This is for the driver who best represented the sport of drifting during the 2020 with his tenacity, professionalism, and positivity.
Osbo?
Should be Osmo. Should be Turk.
Pat Gooden. Pat Gooden.
That's a good guess, Ben. No, actually, this was a tie because this was.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's get a couple more guesses in. So it's
Yeah,
a tie.
yeah, come
So it's
on.
2 drivers, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 drivers.
Two
Ken
professionals.
Gucci.
Dai Yoshihara.
Dayu Shahara. And Ken Gushi.
You guys will never guess it.
No way.
But
Wait. Jeff Jones.
Can't be.
that's
Are you
one.
serious?
That's one.
How
How's that?
Jeff Jones. Go,
The
Jeff
most
Jones.
professional.
Yeah.
No, not professional. It's
Yes,
the spirit
Yes,
of drifting.
professionalism.
Yeah.
Professionalism?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're so excited. I don't know. Professional.
That doesn't make any sense.
voted?
Well, it's okay. Hang on.
He drinks like a professional.
Yeah, it's for tenacity, professionalism, and positivity. And he's pretty positive.
And tenacity.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have those two qualities.
Professionalism.
And then we have
Chris is on this team.
the second driver.
Yeah,
I
good
don't think you guys would have ever guessed it.
Wait.
It was Rome Charpentier.
Who?
Rome
Yeah.
Charpentier.
The guy that flipped his trailer.
Yeah, he did flip his trailer at the beginning of the year. Yeah, that was a big
Everyone was
story.
trying to help him out.
E36 LS
He
power.
drives that E36, the red, black, and white one.
Yeah.
The one that bumped, whatchamacallit, isn't it? No, that was other guy. No, never mind.
Okay. All right. Spotter of the year.
Spotter of the year?
Yeah.
Taylor
Spotter's
Hall's wife.
Oh man. Oh no. Oh no. All right. This was voted by FD teams, but Stefan Papadakis.
Stefan, yeah, I was going to say it wouldn't be. 'Cause-
Yeah, Stefan Papadakis.
Too bad. Maybe next year.
yeah.
We don't know these guys very well, so I'm just gonna name these. The crew member of the year goes to Jason Dixon of the RTR Motorsports team.
Okay.
And that was voted by.
Yeah, they're pretty. I think
They have a great team.
The 5 minute subframe
Subframe
change.
changes. Rear subframe change, yeah. That's got to get in.
Oh, we're just gonna change rear subframe in 5 minutes.
As Chelsea was just saying, yeah, they just found it faster to just change the whole rear.
And then,
okay.
yeah, and then crew chief of the year, James Caldwell from the Forsberg Racing team. And then team manager of the year, of course, Stefan Papadakis once
Yeah.
again. So those were the FD awards. I mean,
Was there a banquet?
Don't they do that
Yeah,
at SEMA normally?
Well,
they,
so they
they
did-
did
they-
it virtual this year.
Oh, yeah, because normally they do a big banquet
At
and they get
SEMA.
together.
Well,
Don't they
before
normally do it
no, they
at
do it the
SEMA?
day after Irwindale.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they always used to do stuff at SEMA.
No, they do the day after because they have all the drivers there, so they do it right
No,
then.
SEMA is where they always announce the next year's schedule and whatnot, and any
SEMA,
changes.
Like, SEMA would have been now, right? Or the
It would have been actually a month ago.
month ago? I thought it was in the January.
I thought it was always in November.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, so but Adam LZ taking 3 awards.
It's gonna be exciting to see him next year.
Yeah.
'Cause there are a
He's a
couple calls that you can love him, him, whatever you want to
Somebody had a
do.
lot of
Yeah.
style and
The only thing I gotta say about Adam LZ is that if you were in his position and you love drifting, you'd be doing the same thing. So you can hate on it and say, "Oh, he has all the money," or this or that, or "Mama." I've heard a lot of bad things about like people that are hating on Adam.
Yeah.
and hating on the people that like Adam.
Yeah.
So I think those are just people that are jealous.
Yeah, of
And,
course.
and I mean, I see kids. I mean, look, Ryan Acevedo, he's young. He's got his family's helping him. Cabot Cardoza, his dad's out there helping him. Could they do it on their own? No, not at the level with the
No.
V8s and the way their cars are being built.
No.
But so what? If any one of us were in the same position and had family backing you to do the same thing,
I
you'd
would
do
take
the
it.
same thing.
I will take your money.
Yes, I will take your money. You want to get? Yes, absolutely.
I want
So-
it.
Absolutely.
Sponsor
so
me.
I think it's wrong. Now, what helps is that I think Adam LZ is very humble about.
Yeah.
Very humble about it. Same thing with Ryan Acevedo and Cabot Cardoza. They're very humble kids. They're
Yeah.
not going around with the big head on their shoulders and bragging or anything. So I could see if somebody takes that and it goes to their head and they have this cockiness attitude about them, then I can see,
Right.
okay, why you would hate on that person.
Right.
But these guys they're doing it for the love of the sport, just like we are.
Yeah. That's absolutely the truth. I mean, from what I've seen from Adam, he's been very humble. He was always very cool about everything. He's always said like, I'm not getting the track as well as some of the other drivers, but he always showed that he was always working on his driving, car setup, and all that to improve. And I mean, 12th place in his first year in FD is an achievement.
He said his nerves are really getting to him, I guess. So.
It is. It's a
Yeah.
nerve-wracking thing.
Now we'll have to see what happens next year if he does decide, because if they go back to 8 full rounds, he did this year because he was like, well, if I'm gonna do Pro 2, might as well do Pro because it's all 4 rounds. Like
I don't think he's going back.
yeah, I don't think he's gonna go back, but we got to see if he does actually go do Pro. But I expect him to do it.
Did you see him and God, why is his name not come to me right? Aaron Losey. Talk about how Aaron Losey. What?
What's so funny? What is he laughing about?
Just go.
Okay, go ahead.
I kind of know what it is, but anyway.
What is it?
I'll explain later.
Okay.
Carry on, Paul.
Okay.
My apologies.
And Aaron Losey.
Aaron Losey and Adam LZ talking about his decision to. This is not.
I have no idea what they're
talk.
laughing about, but they're both kind of laughing.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's like inside.
Yes, Cody, you can. Just
Oh. Anyways,
Oh, they're like.
something-
Anyways,
Yeah.
So you watched the interview between Aaron Losey and Adam LZ, and I guess Adam asked Aaron if he should even get involved with Formula Drift, and he's like, "You don't have to do that. Like, you have such a good thing. You can just do whatever you want and have fun with drifting, and you don't have to do that."
right.
But he still went ahead and went and did it.
well, it grows you as a driver. He grew more in one season of Formula Drift than he would have if he.
But he's
stayed.
like, but Aaron Losey's like, what do you? I mean, you're not gaining any money by doing it.
No,
It's not about money. It's about love of
Yeah.
the sport, love
Yeah.
doing it, and
Yeah.
trying to build your. Like I said, for him,
He's not building any notoriety.
No, he's
he
not
actually
building-
loses
No.
money when he does drifting videos.
No, and
Yeah.
and that
Yeah, he
is
does.
true. But
Right.
I'm with Tim on this. That he's doing this because he loves the sport and he wants. And I mean, if you have that opportunity and you're into drifting that heavily, it's kind of a bucket listing to run a season of FD. You know, it's kind of like I want to see what I am all about against the best drivers in the world.
I don't know.
So
it pushes you as a driver. There's one other
Yeah.
driver that I would like to see. I don't know if we're going to see it this season, but maybe, hopefully, the following season. What driver do you think I'm talking about? That I would like to see go pro.
Go pro.
to go pro,
But he wouldn't be. He could probably go pro if he wanted to. He probably wouldn't have to go through though. He could probably petition his way in.
who can go?
Taylor Ray.
Taylor Ray.
Taylor Ray.
Oh, I was gonna say Kevin Phillips. Hey, that's what I'm laughing
He already
at, okay?
petitioned his way in. He's already pro.
Yeah, he went to pro too. But
Taylor Ray.
Taylor Ray. Yeah, he is.
I don't
he
think he
has.
You don't think he will?
No, he has spoken about it in his videos about building a Corvette
Possibly,
for Pro
yep,
2.
Yep, he has.
So he's
I
been.
don't see.
But I think that if he's gonna do it on his own, like in his own little shop, he should start building now. Or
Well, so
or-
I said maybe not this season,
Yeah,
but maybe the following season.
yeah,
His channel's taking off more. He just got a house with a shop on it, so he's
Yeah.
not with Ben anymore.
yeah.
So now he has his own stuff going on. So that's another that may take him another year because now you incur more bills. Now you
Yeah.
have more responsibilities. So, but his channel's taken off. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite channels because
Yeah.
the way he's just real.
Yeah.
It's, you
Oh,
know,
The cool thing
I
about
love
his
his-
channel is just he does everything. He's like kind of like how any other car guy would be. You know?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he's it because he is. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Just him working on his car. And then
Well,
everything
that's the
else.
great thing is that he shows the process of how what he's building and what he's working on, and then you get to see him test it.
yeah.
Which is great because a lot of these TV shows that you see on Motor Trend or whatever, they feel so fake.
Well, they are fake.
Yeah, thank you. They're fake. They're always injecting drama. No, at least with Taylor Ray and a lot of other YouTubers that do the same thing, you're seeing exactly what they're doing, how they're doing it,
Yeah, but he's
and
the-
how it works.
You know,
It's great.
he's the most. He's a drifter that's doing YouTube.
Yeah.
But he's doing YouTube very good. Like,
Yes.
Right.
And compared to all the other Formula Drift guys who are trying to also do YouTube, which don't know how to do YouTube, but they know how to do Formula Drift really good. You know,
Yeah,
how to, how to be pro drifter, but they're not.
I think
good
it's
at YouTube.
tough, especially for like the top guys. They're usually very busy with a lot of projects, a lot of things,
I just think
sponsor
he- I just think
obligations.
Working two jobs to try to fund their habit.
Yeah. So
I just think he's the. I don't know. He's the most entertaining to watch, but then he's also where Adam has his Adam didn't really have much background on how to fix cars and stuff like that. So he got Alberto Big Boost to help him,
right.
and now he has Johan, I guess, and he also has what's oh god
Shulman?
Marco Garza
Oh, Marco.
Oh,
yeah, Marco's there.
to help him. So
So I mean, it's kind of like when you look at Taylor Ray, it's like, hey, he's building cool stuff. But then when you look at Adam LZ, it's like, man, that's the life I kind of wish I had. So I mean,
I don't know. I think Taylor Ray's is more relatable.
yeah, he is.
to the-
In my opinion, you're right.
Yeah.
But either way, they're both cool guys.
No, they're really cool.
Yeah.
Both really cool, and both have great channels.
Yeah.
They should come up with more awards, like least improved driver.
Most spin outs of the year.
Most spin outs,
Yeah,
yes.
spin
yes.
cycle.
Yeah, the understeer trophy.
Next driver to
Understeer trophy.
Understeer
I
trophy,
like
yeah.
that.
next driver to be kicked out of FD.
Well, who's gonna be kicked out?
Oh, I'm just saying, like, you know, that should be an award.
Oh,
Did they get kicked out?
Well,
Nobody gets kicked out.
Oh, nobody gets kicked.
Most spectacular crash.
Oh,
that'd be a good one.
Yeah. What do you guys think this year?
oh, this
Ugliest
year.
driver.
Yeah.
Most spectacular crash will go to Dai Yoshihara in
Oh, Jackson
Seattle.
was pro. I would say Jackson.
No, I think Chelsea and Von Gittin, when they both crashed at the same time, was pretty
Yeah.
good.
That's what you think is going to happen this year?
Yeah,
No,
No,
the
that's
most-
most spectacular
Yeah,
crash.
yeah,
Upcoming or this
No,
past
No,
year?
No,
this
that
past year.
this was past year. They both crashed at the same time. at the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
wall.
Yeah. No, I'm going with Dai because that damaged the car significantly to the point where that car's not going to be used
Well,
next year.
flipping your trailer, does that count?
Oh, well, I mean, that
No,
wasn't in an
it
event.
has to happen
it has to
on
happen
the track.
On
Yeah.
the track. Okay.
On the
Yeah,
track.
and- yeah.
What other accidents were there?
Well, I know in
Okay.
Pro 2, Josh Love hit the wall during practice and the car came off the ground and everything on the inner bank of Irwindale. That was a pretty hard hit, but there isn't like a lot.
Ryan Turk wrecked that car quite a bit too. From what I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, Ryan. Oh, yeah, he wrecked really hard in
a
Irwindale.
couple times.
Yeah.
I think he wrecked in Texas. He wrecked in he wrecked that car pretty bad a couple times.
But I'm sticking to
What was
Dai.
the worst wreck of all time? Wasn't it that Saturn
Oh.
Sky?
No,
No.
there was
Wreck?
one
No.
That
guy
was a
that
bad one.
there was a guy that hit a wall and hit a wall, went up in the air and flipped over and fell on the top.
In Formula
Oh,
Drift?
yeah.
Yeah. That was that Mustang.
Was it a Mustang?
The Mustang.
Oh, yeah, that was in Pro-Am. That Jim Guthrie's.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wow,
Yeah.
you're the kid with the information.
Well, I just remember.
I was thinking Nick Hogan. I remember he flipped the
Nick
Viper.
Hogan
Nick
was pretty
Hogan.
bad. Yeah, that was back in, but that wasn't
Wasn't
Formula
it-
Drift.
that was
No,
Nopi,
it's
wasn't it?
not.
That was
but
Nopi Drift.
he was just
That was a
talking
pretty
about
bad
a
in
one.
car
Formula
flipping
Drift,
over.
if you want to talk about the Takayano broke his leg.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was in Jersey. I believe he was following.
Oh, what about Chelsea Denofa and Tyler
Tyler
McCoy?
McCoy.
Tyler McCoy.
That was bad.
That was a bad wreck that took that car out. There's been a lot of bad wrecks. If we go through the history, there's been a lot of bad
What do you
wrecks.
think about the new term Chelsea'd? That was new this year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He
He Chelsea'd it?
yeah, Osbo.
That's kinda harsh.
Yeah, I was like,
Well, I don't.
whoa.
If Asbo said it, I don't think that means it's been going around for a while.
Yeah,
that means that's
it's been going around.
You know,
But let's be honest, it's been used outside of Formula Drift as well.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so, I mean-
that's kind of harsh though.
It is, especially when you're being interviewed and it's like, yeah, I almost Chelsea'd it. Like, oh, wow, all right. Tell me how you really feel. But no, I mean, I'm pretty sure Chelsea is okay with it if that term's been going around. He's probably heard it, laughed about it,
I'm sure he has.
you know. But I don't know about it now being public.
How
like
about
that.
Chelsea breaking the internet with Manji, saying Manjis are no good? Can't be doing
Manjis
Manjis.
are for
So what was the
people
exact
who do
quote?
not have honorable bravery. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Something like that.
that.
Wait, what? Repeat
Well, he
that?
was trying to be politically correct. I'm sure.
Well, without saying what he really said, that Chelsea.
Oh, you're paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
so no, that's not what he really said.
No, that's not what he really said. But
what
you
did he
know,
really say?
I don't know if I could say that.
Is it too hot for?
Too hot
Yeah,
for
I-
podcasts.
We're trying to keep it family
Oh,
friendly.
okay. All right. So it's not family friendly.
So it was definitely vulgar intent, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
And then the internet went nuts.
really.
Yeah,
Well, hang
because
on.
everybody loves Manji supposedly.
I'm not a fan of Manji. We
No.
always used to talk about that back in the day. Manji is just like,
Well,
I
everybody loves
agree with
Manji.
Chelsea. I mean, not because I'm a fan of Chelsea, but I've always said this. You know, like even playing video games, when people start manging in front of me, I get frustrated. I'm like,
Hey, you get frustrated for a lot of things.
I do. I get mad easily. I have anger issues. But it's like when they're manging in front of you, you're just like, I want to go fast. Let's move out of my way. You know, it's just. And I get that. I get that sentiment. But yeah, he said it that way, and well,
Yeah, no, the
It's
internet
out now.
blew up. Everybody's.
Well, yeah, I remember. I think Bill wasn't Bill Sherman. He wasn't a big fan of Monji's either. He was a big proponent against him, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't remember, but
I think I remember him saying a couple of times like, "Oh, it's stupid. You guys are idiots," something like that.
oh, that sounds like him.
yeah, that does. But I mean, I understand if the next corner is really close and you could do a 3 motion,
To try to connect it.
yeah, or how they say in Japanese, sanpatsu. That it is a term. So, but that's one thing. But if you're gonna like Manji go back and forth 4, 5, 6 times, stop.
I'm not a
Stop.
fan. I could see it once to just because you're just trying to go around the track to go from one turn to the next turn.
Yeah.
But I still don't even think you should do
Yeah.
it. Like even at clutch kickers, people do it when they're coming around and getting ready to go back around down the straight.
Yeah.
They'll manji a couple times to connect it, but I don't think that's really connecting. I don't get, go full speed, go back and initiate again. Because especially if you're going to be doing that, for me, practicing initiation is very important.
I think it's the hardest part.
For me too. It's for learning to initiate and being consistent with your initiation. So
Especially
I
at high
think
speed.
manjiing that straight, I think you're wasting valuable practice.
Yeah,
Sometime.
I agree. Now, I don't want to sound like a hater, so I think we
What?
should stop.
You're a hater.
Stop. I am a hater.
Oh, I was gonna bring up most controversial call of the year.
Oh, freaking!
Ah,
It was the Forsberg straightening out after he.
Oh, against Adam LZ.
LZ.
Yeah, that's controversial.
I'd probably say that was most controversial.
I'll
Because the one at Irwindale, that really I didn't think that was all that controversial. Will Taylor Hole got bumped. I didn't think that was all
Was
that.
that
I wasn't nowhere near.
Did the
controversial.
judges make an issue out of it?
No, I think the call was right. He
It's-
did hit him.
No, I'm saying, did they take a long time to come up with a decision? I don't
No,
know.
not on that one.
It wasn't like a super long time, but I mean, at the end of the day, the judges had to call what they had to call because
Whose favor did they rule in?
it wasn't Hall's favor.
Oh,
Because it's technically
Well, it's not even that. It's
Yeah.
that who was he? Was it
Dylan Hughes.
Dylan Hughes was following him, but Dylan Hughes was trying to catch up. Dylan
Yeah.
Hughes' line was way off. His chase run was not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So he way excelled into that. That was definitely Dylan Hughes' fault. Whether it was hard enough to do what it did or not doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It was definitely Taylor Hole was in the right. So that was a good call. So
Yeah.
I don't think that was controversial. I think controversial call was definitely what Paul said.
Yeah,
with,
I agree with that.
Forsberg and Adam LZ.
I agree with that. And how about
Well, the Von Gittin and
JTP?
JTP.
I
The
would
pass,
think-
not pass kind of thing. That was kind of.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
that was a tough. I think that was more of a tough call than a controversial one. But I see the
Well,
issues.
controversial
there.
because you see points on both.
hey,
sides.
what about Odie blowing on Forsberg's rear bumper?
I was gonna mention
Yes.
that one. I was gonna mention that
That
one.
was a bad call. That wasn't even controversial. That was a bad call.
Yeah, and my and the thing that like put my
He's getting some
my head
lessons
in
from
my hands.
Taylor Hole.
What put my face into my hands was when Odie got interviewed and he was like, "Yeah, I did hit him," or like I did make contact. I'm like, dude, don't admit that. Like,
Yeah, but Odie's a nice guy. I mean,
Odie's so nice, man. he's
Well,
he's
Odie's
too
like,
nice.
well, I guess I spooked him or something. I'm a spooky guy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. But I mean, yeah, that to me was one of the bigger controversial calls of the year.
That was just ridiculous. That he
that was
knocked him off course by like
no, that was definitely that was
Yeah, yeah,
that was like don't agree with that one.
yeah. I don't.
Do you feel there was one I think with Chelsea and Osbo, and I think it was that he cut in front and hit him on the initiation?
oh
No, that wasn't Asbo. That was somebody else, wasn't it? That was
No,
at,
it was-
was that Seattle.
no,
Seattle.
it was Texas.
It was Texas, yeah.
And it was with Osbo and Chelsea.
I think didn't Chelsea enter weird or something like that?
I know that Chelsea.
No, or was it Matt Field?
I think it was Matt Field. I think it was
Oh,
Matt
that was
Field.
in St. Louis.
St.
Okay.
Louis.
St.
yeah.
Louis. So yeah.
Well, so from what I understand, people were saying Asbo wasn't giving people room to enter, so
Yeah.
people were taking advantage of that.
Yeah. So all right, FD for the last few years has wanted the drivers to enter behind, like the chase car enter behind the lead car. But if you want, you can be next to them, but you're at risk there, because if they have to move anywhere, like if they have to do a big flick, like a feint or whatnot, and
Well, let's be
and
honest.
you
They don't
get it-
have to.
yeah.
You know, nobody has to feint entry.
I have to
But
faint.
if, but if,
you're
they,
right
but if
there.
the lead driver chooses to do that because
Right.
that's his style of driving, that's his right of way, and you just got in the way of that. So you're at fault. And I understand that rule, but at the same time, the way Matt Field did it, it was so violent and so hard that I was like, I
Oh
don't.
yeah, he threw his car into.
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
just,
That was like that was
he knew he
messed
was
up.
there. He just
Yeah,
threw it
come
into
on.
on purpose.
Yeah, and that was kind of a crazy call, but I mean, again, just like with Taylor Hall, winning on
Rules are rules.
technicalities.
Rules are rules.
Those are they play by the
They
rules.
know the rules. Don't play. You can play by the rules or don't play.
Yeah. So
All right. Well, anything else that you guys like to add before we move on?
I
mean,
think the
it's
biggest
just
moment of the year was the Von Gittin pass on
Yeah.
JTP.
I think there were.
That's
there was
gonna
better- there was better
that's gonna
passes
cause
over the
change.
years,
That's gonna
but-
cause a rule change. So
Yeah.
I would have to say that probably did have the most impact on the rule book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe second to that would be Taylor Hall versus Dylan Hughes.
No,
Yeah, well, you know that they're going to do something.
Forsberg versus Adam Elzy.
No, but the biggest impact against the rules. You know they're going to do something.
Well, I'm saying like
about
the biggest
touching.
moment,
You know,
the thing that people
I don't think
talk.
the Taylor Hole and that was the
No, but
biggest
look,
moment.
they notice that this is going to be an issue, and they're going to come back next year saying something about don't get close to where you're going to tap each other or something. It's
You
going to
can't
be
do
the
that.
stupidest
The whole point
thing.
about it is
No.
getting close.
But they might start looking into how cars react to getting hit or whatnot, and then start being like, "Hey, that guy threw the run," because
It's
he
gonna
got
be
tapped.
that's going to be hard to.
It's gonna be hard, but I feel like they're gonna start like.
Why don't we look into Chris Forsberg randomly exploding? Can we look into that since they know about that?
Oh, the wheel.
But it
Catching
wasn't only
fire.
him.
Oh, this happened. No, but
Okay.
Jared made it a point saying, "Oh, this
happens all the time.
Yeah.
All the time. It's the old
Wait a
flame
minute.
in the rear tire trick.
Yeah, no,
that plays.
that is true. That is true that Forsberg does it the most. But at Irwindale, there was a lot of drivers that were doing it too. Rad Dan was one of them, and I forgot the other one that
They're
did
blowing
it.
up?
That their tires just combust.
No, they got their overflow for the fuel cells. Got to be leaking on it. somehow.
Yeah, I think so. But there was an explanation. I forgot what it was, honestly.
Anyways, let's move on.
So,
Okay.
Exploding tires.
Well, the tires are made with petroleum, so and
Anyways,
some of the exhaust does run through. I don't know. That's what Forsberg was saying.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just switch gears completely and go over to something that might interest him. The pricing information for the new BMW M Series vehicles has been released. What do you mean?
The grills are so huge. I mean, they're just
They're made to suck in small child children.
small children. It's like you can put your kid behind it when they're in,
Yeah.
Eats animals and
Yeah. So what's the price point on it? 90,000.
No, actually,
Oh.
the M3 starts at 69.
Oh.
69.
69 420?
Yeah, every
Close.
time I
Very
set my
nice.
cruise control to 69, I thought of you.
Well, the AC in my car is set to 69 right now, so
Oh, gosh.
perfect.
Yeah, $69,900. That's what the BMW M3 starts, and the M4 starts at $71,800. Now, do you feel it's worth the price of entry to be the ugliest kid in town?
No,
Arguably.
no, I definitely do not.
Nose in the
So and that kind of goes back to it's saying that. And remember, you're talking about the when you guys did the last podcast, you guys talking about the BRZ
Yeah.
and the styling change that they did to the BRZ.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would have added to that comment is Subaru is known for putting out odd designs. Okay, look at the WRX.
Freaking
Right.
STI.
Yes.
The Bug Eye, even the Bug Eye, STI.
Yeah.
I
Every
wasn't a fan.
STI has been like, oh, that thing's ugly. And it grows on you.
It grows on you. I
Right.
like them. Like even when they had the Bug Eye and then they changed it, I'm like, oh, I didn't like the Bug Eye at first, and then I liked it, and then they changed it. I'm like, oh, that's ugly, and then after a while, I'm like, well, okay, I like it. And then after
Yeah.
They left the bug eye and then went to the other. I don't know what it's
They
called.
went to this crazy.
Then they went to this crazy slant and all this. I was like, man, that's hideous looking.
Yeah.
And now I like it.
Yeah.
So I see where Subaru's influence on the BRZ, and I don't even think it was that much of a change, really.
No, it's really not that much of a change.
But
Still
with
looks like a-
BMW, it's like, why? It's just
Yeah. There's no explanation to that one.
there's bigger is better, not always.
like big grills.
Yeah,
Big
Yeah.
grills don't lie.
the big girls don't lie.
I mean, you can still get it with a 6-speed manual. I mean, it's one of the few cars that's in the market that
Okay, let's.
offers that.
We're not talking about the performance. Like you said, you want to pay that to be the ugliest kid in the room, and people are
You're
going
fast, but you're ugly.
You're fast, but yeah, you're fast and you're ugly.
Yeah,
It's like you got a good personality. It's got a good personality.
Yeah, I feel like you're describing me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of it.
yeah, I
Yeah, but I
can't
mean,
get
how many
around
other
that.
cars are really nice? I mean, the Corvette's really nice, right? That's
Oh
nice.
yeah, for the same price range.
you know
I'd
what's
rather have a
funny?
mid-engine Corvette than that BMW. You'll get more. I mean, if you're going for looks and straight line speed,
You know, it's kind of funny because
it's a good-looking car.
Yeah.
So the Mustang's beautiful. The Mustang's
Mustang is
beautiful.
too. Yeah.
I mean,
For a $70,000 price,
I don't think the Supra's that. No, I really don't like the Supra that much. It is unique.
It
I would
grew
say.
on me. It grew on
I,
me.
so I
That's
like
nice.
it. I do like it, like when it's hooked up. But stock,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Stock, I'm not
Stock,
the
it looks
biggest
like
fan, but it did grow on me a little bit. But yeah, when you lower
What,
them with the right wheels,
what I
yeah,
like about it is it. There's no other car that looks like it.
yes.
So
Yeah.
it is what
Unique.
it is, right?
Well, there's no
So-
other car that looks like the M4 either. But
No, they have another. They have the
Jail
M4
cell.
has them. They have another one that they're
The guard gate. The guard gate looks
No.
like an M4.
yeah,
No,
no other cars look like the BMW. Well, okay, hang on. The Alphas have that long grill. The Alpha
I
yeah,
like
but
Julius.
Alpha
I like
makes
but it
Alphas.
looks good.
It
so
looks good.
What,
But
what
that's
happened?
but that's different.
this
I don't
looks
think
like a freaking guard gate.
It's just too. It's too much.
It's too jarring, is what it is.
The
It's
problem
just-
is it doesn't match the rest of the car. You get to the front and you're like, oh my god!
It's like
and
a
then-
growth.
but
It's
then it
like
doesn't-
you
it
have.
doesn't-
It's like a goiter on the back of your neck. You have this massive thing that just.
I want to pop it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I the rest of the car does look great. I will say that.
I want to see the 300, the production model.
Oh, the regular.
400Z,
regular- yeah.
whatever the hell
Standard,
it is,
okay.
400Z.
the four
Yeah.
series and the 3 series.
No,
the Z.
The Z.
Oh, the,
The new
Z.
Z. The new
I
Z
want to
coming.
see the new Z in its production state because, like, even when they came out with the concept for the Mustang, I'm like, oh my god, that's awful. And then when I saw the first one on the street, I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that thing's beautiful.
Yeah, I was the same way with the Mustang. Like I remember, I was like, "That's horrendous. It looks like a Taurus. What,
Yeah.
what were they thinking?" And then, like when I saw one at the Fort Lauderdale Auto Show, and I saw like from the back, I was like, "Man, that's beautiful." It's like it won
And
me
it-
over right
And it
away.
happens. So you go from the concept and the.
Well, that's the
prototype,
thing about
and
the
then
concept is built on a 370Z. The concept for the 400Z, whatever it is,
Yeah,
it's a 370Z with a new front and a new back. That's all it is.
Right.
So it's not going to look like that. It's obviously going to change something in the mid.
Right.
yeah.
Or whatever else they take into thought. I really want to get one of those
Yeah.
when they come out.
Well, Leslie's looking at one she's thinking about too because she wants to get a convertible later
yeah, that's
on,
what I would do.
and so she's thinking about selling it will eventually, but that's a couple years away.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Let's talk about
Suck it in.
this question. Hang on. Let's show everybody over here what we're talking
Make
about.
it stop.
See, the thing about it is the rest of the car does not match. You have this huge, like, jet-looking.
I
front
guess that's what
end.
they were going with. They're going for
Yeah.
like some kind of jet-looking front end.
But
Yeah.
then the rest doesn't match.
And then it's got like a charger hood.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Oh,
it looks
yeah,
like a
it does.
Charger.
The light headlights are nice.
The
It's
headlights
just-
are
No,
nice.
the
Yes.
headlights are nice.
If
the
they would have
bumpers-
just
the bumper's nice,
Minus the grills.
Those grills, like
why? You know what the problem
If they
is?
would've
They're
made them
so
slimmer-
they're so big that it distracts you from everything else.
Yeah, it takes away. It's taking your eyes away from the rest of the front end, and it's just
And not in a good way.
no.
If
And
they could
you know
maybe-
what sucks? I love the color. I love
That
the
color is nice. The
Beautiful.
color
but
is
it's
nice.
just like it can't. It
can you
just,
see the whole car? You didn't take it. Show us the whole car.
Let me just. Hang on. I gotta have to
From
take
there,
it
looks
out.
like only 2 foot from the front wheel to the back wheel. It's like when the people edit their
Well, it
cars.
sucked. It sucked the back in.
It's,
It's got that much suction going on.
oh my gosh! Why?
it's probably a TI now.
They brought it back.
Somebody's got to make a body kit for that.
There it is.
Yeah, seriously, please. Actually, if Brian is still there, can you talk to Paco at 2F Performance to make a body kit for the new M4 and M3 to help it out, please? Thank you.
I really like the previous version. I mean, I thought it was nice.
Oh yeah, the M4 was beautiful.
Yeah.
They still had big grills on it, but not.
But it was like, okay, it was tasteful. They were wider.
They've been
than they were tall.
slowly increasing the grill size
Yeah.
over the years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but
like
here's-
Now they're ready to
going
go.
wider. They weren't going taller.
Yeah,
now
but
it's like,
here's-
Well, they've gone as wide as they can. Now they have to go up.
Oh, yeah.
They have to go.
They run out of room.
But the thing is, it was like gradually getting bigger, and then all of a sudden, it was like, let's just blow it up.
They
And it
can't,
was like-
well, the good thing about it is they can't go bigger than this, right?
can they?
Can you say that now?
now the whole
can't
front
say that
end is
now.
going to be one giant hole,
I mean, there's plenty of memes.
or two of them because you got to divide it.
That's pretty serious, man.
What are you talking about? This pole? Like something?
Yeah, I just want to see. Yeah, the front of that car does
All right,
not
hang on.
match the rest of it. Like
Yeah.
it
The
just
rest
doesn't.
is-
It just does. It looks like a
It's-
conversion on the car.
So,
drastically.
and then you put the license plate over top of that. That makes it worse. Well, I guess they're trying. It's like almost they're trying to hide it. Like they knew it was too big, so let's put a license plate there. Kind of like
Well, like, I don't know why don't they do like the thing
I
like
can't stop staring at it. It's like if you ever met somebody that has a like, okay, don't stare at his birthmark. You know, the guy's got a birthmark on his face, and you're like, okay, I won't stare at his birthmark. And then you meet the guy, and you
like,
can't
I
help
got
but stare at his birthmark.
what's on your face?
What is that thing on your face?
Oh no.
Well, maybe they'll do that thing where like you've seen the grills where they're big but they have the bumper in them,
Maybe, but it's
You know what I
so. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but
like
Yeah.
the Lancer.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
actually, what didn't the Lancer have that?
Yeah, and,
Yeah, but Lancer-
and a bunch of Audis have had it, Acuras have had it, Lexus now has that.
well, and whatchamacallit, Bomex used to make a body kit for the Skyline that had it like that too. They
Yeah.
open up the front end, but it looked good.
Yeah, it looked
like
cool.
it worked. This it doesn't work.
Why
Like,
doesn't
it's
it work,
So,
though? Like, why-
Because
what do you think it
this
is?
one reason also because it's so extreme compared to the rest of the car. The rest of the car
That's what I was
is
saying.
very mild.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It also protrudes forward from the rest of the face. It's making it worse.
It's
You
like
know-
a buck-toothed beaver.
Yeah, it's just it's coming forward,
Beaver
like
broad.
presenting itself like this is my new big feature. It's
Oh,
like
coming. Okay, hang on. Let's go even more forward. Yeah, there we go. Just like that, right?
yeah, like oh man, it's bad.
Yeah, just, look. I mean,
It's
look at
so bad.
Cut off the front. Cut off the front of the teal car. Like look at the back. Everything from
Yeah.
the back of the front. It's like okay, that looks like
All
a
the way
normal,
to the
Looks like a
headlights.
regular-
Looks
like
good.
a normal
mild
BMW.
four-door sedan.
Oh my god, what the hell is that?
The yellow really makes it really like stick out.
Yeah.
The yellow's really bad. It almost looks like too exotic. It looks like a Lamborghini or something like that. Like,
What's it-
have you seen
so-
that Lamborghini SUV? It's like it's
Urus?
like
Yeah.
Oh, the Urus.
Yeah.
It's like it's,
Oh,
like,
don't get me started with that car.
yeah, it's like
I'm with Ben on it.
It's almost. I mean, that thing almost looks like an SUV on how high it's standing, how many big
And so
the
that's-
freaking wheels
like
are.
the X6,
Yeah, there you go.
the
Yeah.
BMW X6.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see that. It's related to an SUV.
Yeah, but
I
like
don't know.
their supercar, what I forget that I can't remember the name of it. The
i8.
i8.
Okay.
That's a good looking car.
yeah,
It's very, but the whole car is
dramatic.
dramatic. It's a dramatic
It's very
car. It's
supercar.
very
Yeah.
cutting edge, very different, right?
Yeah,
They just they threw this radical front end on a car that's not a radical enough. They would have
Yeah.
changed the whole car, dropped the roof down, dropped
just-
the car down, stretch it out.
The
They
hood
would stretch
doesn't
it out,
make any
made it
sense for
wider.
BMW. When has BMW done a hood like that, where it has the little cave-ins from a Charger?
yeah. I never seen them do anything like that. I mean, it's. I'm sorry, it's just ugly. There's no other way to say it.
Is there any other ugly cars? Let's pull up the BRZ. I want to see that again.
Oh, you want to see it again? Hang on. I just
Oh,
want
wow,
to
look
show
at-
you this photo. Hang on.
Well,
Let me just try to.
There it is, drifting. Then
hang
drifting
on.
usually
No.
makes
Can't
cars.
even drift.
Look, it's got like 5 degrees angle.
Doesn't even look, doesn't look good.
But drifting usually makes cars look better, and it's in this
looks like
case
an SUV.
it's not helping.
It's almost like it's missing a bumper. Like there's like no bumper on the front of that car. It's all
That's what I'm saying.
it's-
It's got no bumper.
right. There's nothing on the
That's
front.
the problem.
Yeah.
It should have like a bumper. If they put like a bumper through
So
it,
like if they took that whatever you call bumper off, and put a bash bar, it might not look too bad. Just ran bash bars. Just get the car, put a bash bar on the front.
no, that's the funny thing about new cars. Like Ben was making fun of the Camaro. If you take a bumper off of one of these new cars, you realize how tall they now are.
Oh yeah, they do.
They're
yeah.
freaking monster trucks.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. And
You're gonna
they're
see a lot.
hideous.
You're gonna see a lot more Camaros coming out drift car wise this next season
Yeah, I think that's
because you get the V6 chassis, you get them super cheap. Throw a V8 in it.
the
and-
V8s aren't even that expensive either. You
No?
can get a 400 horsepower
You could probably
car.
get a Camaro, a newer Camaro, cheaper than you can get one of the older ones that are V8s, right?
Well, yeah. Well, think about this. You can get an LS3 powered 6-speed muscle car for about less than $12,000.
Really? They're not going that cheap, are
You
they?
can get them that
Let
cheap.
me see.
You can get them that
Well,
cheap.
probably like rebuild title or something like that, right?
Maybe, but who cares? You're gonna drift it.
Oh, here we're pulling up the Subaru now.
Oh yeah, 2014 for 85.
What?
And is that a V8?
I'm trying to find out.
It does, but it doesn't really matter. I mean,
It's an automatic though.
yeah, but you swap it all. So that's
$1,000 LT. Was it got to be an LTZ for a V8?
No, the SS.
That's it. It has to be an SS.
An SS.
Oh,
yeah.
there it is. Damn it. Son of a gun. I just had it. Come back.
son of a nutcracker.
Come back.
You can't search it on Google. Oh, you don't use Google. I forgot. You're anti-Google.
I
Look,
just gotta
you can
wait
click
for-
it down there. You see where it says
Yeah, it says,
2021
BRZ,
Crosstech?
right there,
And then
right
you
there,
just click on the.
to the right.
Oh,
it
there it is. Yeah. Okay.
It looks like a Porsche on the front.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah, it does.
Panamera.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks like a Panamera or whatever.
Let's
I don't think it looks bad.
enhance.
I don't really.
You know what looks bad about it?
It almost
Is
looks like a
the-
350Z.
Yeah.
You know what looks bad about it is I think what looks bad about it is the fact that it's still an FRS in the center.
Yeah, it's
I
still.
think if it wasn't, I think if they,
I like the front fenders.
I like it. I like everything about the front. I like everything about the back. The part I don't like is the middle section, which is still the FRS.
Yeah, it's still the old
Well,
car.
but they may not come out. Like, have we seen actual footage of it or?
No, that's it. Look, the
No, this is
all-new
gonna be it.
2022 Subaru BRZ. Meaning
They just-
That looks
that's
good
the
right
car.
there. That looks good right there. You don't like it?
There's
I think it looks better than an
angles,
FRS.
and I'll say this, like we've said before, I'm starting to get used to it, but I'm still like, when you compare it to the old car, I think the old car looks.
But it's still the
way
same
better.
power plant, right?
No, it's a 2.4 now. Well, it's an FA24, so it's the same.
Nothing really.
Base.
Nothing like whoa.
Yeah, and it only makes what another
Nothing to get you
20-something
excited.
horsepower
Yeah,
more?
nothing gets you
It has
excited.
no vibrator to on the back.
Wait, what?
It's not a Tahoe.
It's not Tahoe.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm starting to get used to it, but I'm still not.
I mean, there's
sold.
video of it. I don't know if you guys saw it from the last time.
I never saw the video.
I was watching it from my phone, so I didn't really get this.
Oh, look at it! It's running like a cheetah.
Do they show the car?
They're
at all?
trying not to show the car.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I
here's a road. Here's a bunch of shit. Here
is from a far
You
distance.
see it so fast. Don't show the car. Whatever you guys do, do not show the car.
That's it. That's it.
It's like it's like they made it on purpose. Do not show the car.
Oh, there we go.
Try whatever you can to not show the car. I like it.
I'm not
I
too
like
much
it.
of a fan of the very back.
I like the back too.
The back reminds me of the newer NSX.
It looks like a Honda from the back.
Yeah.
That's what I said. It looks like a Honda.
Yeah, it's not obvious.
Looks like an
It's
RX-8
not
from the
obvious
front,
that- huh?
and it looks like an RX-8 front
It
with a
does
Honda
kind of
back.
looks like you're kind of right. It does
That's
kinda-
what I said in his post. It looks like an RX-8 from the front and a Honda from the back.
It's not a bad looking car.
228 horsepower. Oh my lord.
Silky smooth.
Yeah, right.
Does that transmission
Bull
brake?
crap. It's
It's probably the same transmission.
I wonder. Yeah. Does the e-brake clunk on the first pull? Every clunk. What is that? Why does it do that?
It's the cheapest made car that they could make. It's like everything you use on the damn thing. It doesn't work on
But it does drift pretty easy.
it. That was sped up like times 200.
Yeah, I was like, well, we gotta make this thing look fast. So let's speed up the camera footage.
It'll look good with a body kit.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
there's gonna be good aftermarket
No, it'll
for
look
it.
really good with a body kit.
But so are they gonna? Are they gonna brand it as? So Scion's not anymore, right?
No, Scion-
So
No.
this is gonna be exclusively BRZ from now on.
Yeah.
From
That is
hang on,
BRZ.
Toyota's gonna have their own. Their
are?
own. Yeah.
So it's not gonna be exclusively BRZ because we don't see any promotion of the Toyota version, do we?
No, not yet.
Not yet. It hasn't been announced.
Are you sure they're gonna do it?
I mean, nothing is confirmed as yet, but
It's the same car. Why would they change it?
there was a leak that came out about a year ago where they actually outlined Toyota's product lineup for like several years to come, and one of them involved the new 86. And so I figured the 86 is
You
going to
think
be
they're
a
going to branch
rental.
off, and you think they're going to keep the same motor? Or you think Toyota's going to put their own motor in it, which they should?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
They should
I don't think
totally.
so.
If they put an inline 4 turbocharged in that car, it would sell like crazy.
Yes, but Toyota is not into dumping money into sports cars.
I know.
So I mean, that's why we have
Hang on.
What?
Whoa there. Pump the brakes, kid.
Whoa!
Did you
skip
forget
it.
about the Yars, GR Yars?
The what?
this. Okay, that is not a sports car.
Whoa.
It's
okay.
not-
Wait, what?
It's based off a
I gotta have to
sub.
pull it
Hang
up.
on, no, listen to me.
I
It's
got
based.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's based off a subcompact car, but it was never a. It was not a sports car right off the rip.
Right off the rip.
It's like a hot hatch.
Yeah, it's a hot hatch. There you go. That's not a sport. Is a Civic Type R a
Is this
sports
considered
car?
a sports car? That's not a sports car either. Then
This is a hot hatch. It's like a
it's-
BRZ is not a
GTI.
hot.
It's like a GTI. It's the equivalent of the GTI.
That's a cool looking. That's like a rally kind of looking.
This is what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
that's what it is. That's what it is. It's a hot hatch.
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
it's not a
Nothing wrong.
sports
It's not a
car.
race car.
What's
It's
the
only-
motor? Yeah,
No,
but
no,
what's
no.
It has 257 horsepower. It's more power than a BRZ.
Oh no, yeah, that doesn't make it.
So
a
take
sport.
that motor and put that
in the BRZ
in the BRZ
or in
the
the GT86.
86, whatever. you
Yeah.
wanna call it. That motor.
That is a 3-cylinder turbo.
Oh wow!
Who cares?
No, I'm saying it's cool.
Well,
No, sir. I took issue with your statement that Toyota's not like willing
To put performance in
to.
their cars.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
They're
how
only
do you
willing to
explain
do
But
that,
here's
pal?
the thing: are we getting that here in America?
We're getting a version of it.
We're getting the GR Corolla though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. A
But it's
version
front-wheel
of it.
drive. That one's all-wheel drive. Why
Grocery
can't we
getter.
have all-wheel drive?
we want to get groceries real fast.
It's like ugh, we always get shafted somehow.
Wait, what?
He wants to be shafted
In the Tahoe.
in the Tahoe.
Yeah. Yeah. So
It's
what's
really
wrong with
cool.
this?
It's ugly.
Well, that's a regular one. Sorry, don't look at that. Don't look.
Yes.
Type
Yeah.
in GTI.
GTI?
Yeah,
Well, the new GTI.
Is there?
probably. There's always.
Oh,
a
he
new
doesn't even know.
GTI.
He just
There's always a new
Yeah,
GTI.
I'm not going to listen to
Type in
Paul.
GTIR.
Paul has been all over the
No,
place
type in
tonight.
GTIR.
GTIR.
All right, where is it?
This is a drifting show. We're talking about hot hatches.
No, it's not a drifting show. This is.
Well,
a
not
show.
anymore.
GTIR, right?
I don't know.
Oh, you just got a virus.
I win.
Nissan
Bring the
Pulsar
Pulsar
GTIR.
back. That's what we need.
That would be cool.
Is this
Maybe-
what you're talking about, Paul?
Maybe R32 then. I think it's what they call.
We've already seen
Just
these cars.
endless Google searches till we find what he wants. until he says,
Is there a
"Yeah,
new
that's it."
GTI? Because R30,
Hello?
No, hang on.
R32 is gonna be old.
Yeah, the R36 is the newer one.
R37. Try R37.
Oh, God. We're going to just like
You're
R37,
getting lost.
R39.
Just pick a number, any number.
R80.
Pick a car, any car.
R7.
Number 7.
Let's try it. Let's
fine.
see.
R37. Is that it?
No, there's no such thing.
No, it's an R36.
That looks a lot better though. I'll tell you that.
R400 looks
A
cool.
lot better than
but
what?
that's a concept.
It's an old car though. Is it type 2020? Type 2020.
Don't type anything
Yeah,
else. What are we
No,
doing?
come on. Come on.
What do you want, Paul?
2021 GTI. Let's see what it is.
GTI.
There
There.
we go. Let's see.
You don't even know if there one exists.
Oh, they.
well,
oh man, they uglified it. What the
yeah.
hell did they do?
We're going car shopping with Paul right now.
that's ugly.
What
Yeah,
options do you
There
want?
you go,
What the hell
Paul.
happened?
I'm not into it. It looks like okay. You know what it looks like? It looks like
really
the
big
ugly
mouth.
version of the new Corolla.
Man, that's really
What?
bad.
It's like a Corolla that's ugly.
Think about of any other cars that are coming. Like, what other car can you think of that we used to like that could have a new model?
Well, the 2022 Civic.
I used to like the old school
was revealed.
Sentras, the SER Sentras.
Oh, let's
love
look
those
up the
little things.
22. Yeah,
No,
2022.
don't even look.
No, Civic.
Civic?
I want to see
Yeah,
the
there's a.
Civic.
I like the Civic SIs.
Let's see the new one.
I
Yeah.
would like to make a rear-wheel drive drift CF.
Somebody has that.
Oh, they do. It must
Yeah,
but
it's
it's not
pretty crazy.
FD legal, unfortunately. So
Why not?
Boo.
Why wouldn't it be FD legal?
because I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
That thing's nuts too. The one he's talking about is
Yeah,
crazy.
it's really high off the ground though, but
Yeah.
it's still cool.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I see that car.
The
I
new
like to
Civic. Let's see it.
Yeah, so let's look at
Because that's ugly.
yeah, that's
That's
the
hideous.
2022 Honda Civic.
This show's becoming like the ugliest cars that are out of production right now.
Well, I guess we just can't buy any new cars.
It's like
with them.
BMW says,
20
I'm gonna put this
22,
out. And say, okay,
22, not 21.
22? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in another year ahead, buddy.
2022 Civic. Oh, by the way, Rye Eve.
Yeah,
The-
Ryan
Yeah,
Deering.
Ryan
Yeah,
Deering.
sorry. Yeah. When we were talking about the BRZ, he was.
Oh, is he
saying-
on still?
He probably is.
he's a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no. I'm saying, let's ask him. What was that?
The clunking noise when you yank the e-brake?
No. I
that-
know what that is. What is that track that you filmed, Barn Built and Monster Performance or Monster? Was it Monster Performance?
Yeah, Monster Performance.
What was that track? Where were you guys at?
Okay.
If you're listening.
But
In the meantime,
all the way to the right.
Hang on.
Where's the new one?
He said
the way
he
to the
agrees not much has changed with the new BRZ, and the rear end of the Acura makes him cringe. And also, he just mentioned someone made a rear-wheel drive Integra even before FD started. I think he's talking about Blake
Yeah.
Fuller.
Blake Fuller,
yeah, that
yes.
was at
Blake
Homestead,
Fuller,
too.
that. And then going back to the discussion, so the 2022 Civic.
No, that's not it.
No, this
it.
isn't it.
SI. You want
Is
the
this
SI?
it?
That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah,
That's
the,
it?
Looks like a
That's it.
Camry.
What?
Yeah, that's the new
Oh,
2022
gross.
Civic.
Man.
I
But
like it.
So like
You like
Because you
that?
like Camrys. That's why you drive one every day.
Yeah, I do.
You freaking-
No.
I think it looks good.
I like that
It
SI.
looks like
right?
every other freaking car on the road.
I
Yeah, it
like
looks
the
like
one
a
all the way to the
Hyundai
left. That red one all the way to the
Elantra.
left.
The only thing that makes it unique is the chrome red that's in there, orange.
I think it looks better than the current one. Honestly, the current one has too many
I like the
things.
current one.
I like the 2019 SI.
That one right there.
I would
the
take it
Type
as
R.
an SI coupe. That's the only way. But honestly, all
Yeah,
the,
SI Coupe. Yeah, I don't like the sedan.
the
SI Coupe.
lights, the lights are too
Yeah,
crazy.
but I
It's
just see
nuts.
it with wide wheels drifting, and I just think it'd be really fun.
Oh,
car.
look up Civic drift car. it's there. There's a new. There's not.
There's a new
It's-
one.
it's the one that
It's
you
like
like.
a
It's
20.
it is the one you like.
It's like
Yeah.
a 2019, 2020 Civic drift car.
Paul, your answer is here.
Ah.
It's a skip pad next to Sebring on the other side of the racetrack. It's owned by a stunt driving school that BB
Oh.
knows.
That's the one.
Hey,
that,
I know. That's Bobby Orr.
Yeah, Bobby
Yeah,
Orr.
Bobby Orr.
Bobby Orr used to do all the stunt classes.
Yeah, I
there.
remember they used to go Bert and all them used to go out there a long time ago. They
Yeah.
used to do like 100 and something mile an hour entries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
Yes.
Yeah.
that. That was
Remember
nuts.
that.
Wow.
I
that's-
figured that's where it was. It's the only place I know that has that many concrete patches.
Actually, little tidbit. One of the popular videos on the SFL Drifters YouTube channel is on that track. Bill Sherman took his Lexus LS400. His,
Oh yeah.
his factory stock LS400.
And he took it out
drifting,
Bobby
drifting
Orr?
on that. Yeah, on the
Wow.
Bobby Orr track. So
Wow.
it's pretty interesting. So
Civic drift car.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. Sorry. Whoops.
Ben is distracted, but that's understandable.
What
Let's
else?
See.
What other cars?
Civic drift car. Let's see what happens here. What do we get?
There it is right there.
real
Is
road.
it?
Oh, that is yeah.
Oh.
It's a little high. I agree.
See, what you
Yeah.
need to do is
the
you need
wheels
to-
are too big. They need to run a smaller wheel.
No, what you need to do is cut the subframes and push them up into the car. So you need to push everything up into the car.
No, if they just ran a smaller rim.
Well, he's talking about.
I love the
to
way the
lower
car.
it functionally, Paul is correct.
Oh yeah, but I like the way that looks. I like the way. That
I
looks.
guarantee it.
I mean, that would be cool. It's just they don't.
Why?
It's not legal.
But
what are you
why?
guaranteeing, babe?
Probably
I thought
because
he was
there's,
quoting the
there's
Men's
no,
Warehouse.
There's no
Oh,
version
okay.
of the Civic that has a diff, and they have to put a rear end.
Ryan Turk's car is there a version of that.
Yeah, there's
The Scion. It's a Scion.
the Toyota.
No, it's a
Corolla.
brand new Corolla. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
it
a
is.
Corolla.
Ryan Turk's
It's
car.
a
is
brand new
Corolla?
Corolla.
Yeah, that's a Corolla.
Ah, let me just pull it up. But
Scion hasn't been around since 2016.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
that wasn't Asbo's old car,
One of
Yes.
his old cars.
Yes.
and that came all-wheel drive somewhere.
Somewhere in
It didn't.
the
Some
chassis.
remote. Some remote.
You can somehow bolt up something.
Just because you
to
could
make
bolt it up doesn't mean it was sold. Is that doesn't?
like the TC.
That's Asbo's new car. Or
Yeah.
Ryan Turk's
yeah,
car.
but that
Yeah.
wasn't.
It's a
That doesn't
Corolla
come in
hatchback.
all-wheel drive. It's not sold in
Oh, it
production.
does
Is all.
in You can't stand.
The
You can't extend.
the platform has an all-wheel drive
Thank you.
option.
Yeah, like the Scion
it's the
TC
platform.
in Australia has a
Almost every car has an all-wheel drive
that's all-wheel
platform.
drive in Australia.
Almost every car has an all-wheel drive platform.
Correct.
Like literally, almost every car has one.
Yeah.
All right. Let me throw it back.
Any
So,
other cars?
You wait. What?
Wait a minute. Aren't the Corollas built on the same platform as the Camry?
You wanna build a Camry, don't you?
Wait. Hang on. It's a global platform. They call it something
but,
like that, right?
Yeah, the
All the cars
Toyota G Global New Age Architecture.
And there is
something
an
like that.
all-wheel drive Camry now, right?
Well, they've had all-wheel drive Camrys.
Oh, there you go.
As opposed to new car. All-wheel drive Camry.
Look at the Camry All-Track that came out in the early 90s.
Yeah, but I'm talking
That's
about
all-wheel
I'm
drive.
talking about
New
the
chassis.
Camry that shares the platform with the Corolla.
I mean, why
They
not? At
have
this point,
they have one that
What's
just
the
came
new
out. That's
STI
all.
look like? I don't
Yes.
even know. What's the new STI look like?
That's I think it's the same since 2015,
same?
right?
Really?
Or maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can you look at?
the only person that ever really ran a full
2022
was Team
STI.
Orange. Was the only one that really ran a competitive
Yeah. all-wheel
Subaru
drive.
all-wheel drive converted to rear-wheel drive.
Yes.
Like that was like, oh wow, that's sick.
STI.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I never saw an Evo. Well, Fast and Furious
Yes.
Tokyo Drift.
Yes. Team Orange had Evos. They had an Evo
Oh, they did?
9 and an
That's it?
Evo 10.
Wow. Is that two-door? What is that thing? Right there. Down. Boom. Render. There. Oh, no, it looks two-door, though. That thing actually looks pretty good.
That would look pretty good.
If that's really what... Oh, wow.
That's a concept.
So, wow, that's where they got the lights for the new...
That looks
that's where they got
that,
the
look-
lights from.
Yeah.
that doesn't look bad if it comes out.
Looks like a Civic.
I like the wing. I like that right there. I think that looks good.
Here's what it is, guys. All new cars
That
look
looks
like
good.
some other new car.
That looks good. You don't think that looks good? That
Yeah,
looks
I think
good.
it looks good.
It'll never come out looking like that, but
No,
that looks
it
good.
won't come out looking like that. Okay.
Okay, what else?
What Volvo? What does Volvo have on?
Yeah. No, the Volvo V90s look pretty cool.
Volvo's going all electric, aren't they?
Let's do like an R, a Volvo R 2020 or something like that.
I think Volvo's gone all electric.
No, they haven't.
Hold on.
I think
They're
so.
all supercharged, turbocharged.
2022.
Their
Just
SUVs
R,
are
just
turbo
R.
and supercharged.
Yeah, but
See
I
what
think they
happens.
will now go electric. Let's see.
Not strictly electric.
Oh, that's
That's ugly.
that's 2021 V60. Type in V90.
The V90.
Yeah, V90.
Okay.
Take that out. Put V90.
Guys, if you were expecting
Drifting. Get off there.
drifting content,
That's ugly too.
yeah.
They have some nice cars, but I don't know what they're called.
Look, Volvo stopped in the 90s, okay?
No,
Everything from then on.
They do have some nice cars. I just don't know what they're called. They're R something or something like that.
They have nice cars. I don't know what they're called.
No,
They're not called Volvo.
like type in Volvo sports car then. Type in 2021 sports
Oh, are you talking
car.
about the it starts with a P.
I don't know.
Piece of crap.
The Polestar.
The
Yeah,
Volvo
type in-
POS.
Yeah, type in
No, no, no,
2020
no,
The
Polestar.
Volvo POS.
The Polestar 1, I think it's called.
Polestar 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
think-
they got the 1 and 2.
There's the 1.
If
There's
one
the
wasn't
one.
enough, we got two.
Yeah, right.
There's look, that right there. That's nice.
That's isn't that a concept? And that's all electric.
And that's 2. Yeah, so that's an automatic no
Look
for
at that
some of
one.
the individuals here.
Yep.
No.
Oh, they got this one. I know that.
That's old one.
That's an old car.
Yeah.
An older car. I'm telling you, there's a version of the V90 and the S90 that is really nice looking. I think
Yeah.
that version really looks.
I'm
really
not
nice.
convinced.
Anyways,
I
what
mean,
else?
they're good looking cars,
What
but
else is there?
Paul is just pushing for more cars. Like, I want to see more.
Well, they're not bringing out the Volkswagen Beetle anymore.
Oh,
Sure,
Oh,
there'd be a
no.
lot of
Okay.
broken hearts for that one. I don't think there's really anything else that's coming out.
Well, what about are they doing anything with the RX-8? Are they just canning it? They still got that thing going? What the hell
There's
are they
going to
doing?
be, I believe, a rotary hybrid coming out, but I don't know much else.
Garbage.
'Cause are they coming out with a?
Well,
with a
Mazda,
reply?
hang on. Mazda's new Mazda 6 is going to be inline 6 rear-wheel drive.
No,
What?
it's not.
Oh, do that. I want to see that.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Let's see that.
oh, the new Mazda. Yeah, they're coming
yeah.
out with the
Inline
new
6 rear-wheel drive?
Well, it's going to be inline 6 hybrid, but still, inline
Okay.
6. Rear-wheel
That's a hybrid?
drive.
It's
Yeah.
all part of Mazda's plan to go upmarket. So
Right, 'cause the
they've
electrics-
attempted before to go luxury. They failed. I think they tried with the Millennia and
Yeah.
some
wanna
other
see it.
vehicles there. Then
wanna
that
see it,
didn't
damn
work
it.
out. And
Rear-
then
Yeah, they were supposed to be
drive.
called a Monty or something, right?
yes, Amanti, I think
Yes.
I believe. And then now they're trying again, and that's why some of the trim options they have an option called the Signature Edition, which is the ultra luxe option available for the Mazda models.
What car is that? And I always see it. The Telluride.
Oh, that's a Hyundai.
Hyundai.
What in the name did the Telluride?
Oh, you know what? Who has the
hideous.
Kia? The Kia has a new car that I wish was rear-wheel drive. What the hell is that thing called?
Well, they had the Stinger. The Stinger was real
No,
drive.
no,
yeah,
that didn't.
yeah.
that-
Something 70 or
I don't-
Spectre or something?
K7.
We were looking at something. We were going to look at something else first.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mazda inline.
Yeah.
Mazda
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
inline 6
yeah. Look this up after though.
wheel drive. Oh yeah, this is
Well, that's
apparently
way too much
the
of
That's not going to
concept
come.
vehicle.
That's never going to
It's
happen.
not. It's not gonna look like
Okay,
that.
well let's forget about that.
But
Yeah, that's garbage.
but it is gonna happen.
Type in Kia K5.
Kia
I
K5.
saw one in person
Ah.
the other day, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw a commercial on that.
I'm like, too bad it's not rear-wheel drive.
They didn't really do that great with their Stinger, did they?
No.
No, I mean try convincing people to pay like what 65,000
A lot of money.
That was
for
the
a Kia.
problem. It was overpriced. If they would have brought it down like 30,000, they probably would have sold more.
It
than
was the
30.
same problem when they had the Kia K900, which is supposed
Oh,
to be
yeah.
this like
Yeah, it was super luxury.
luxury sedan that was.
I don't know how Genesis. I mean, how did Hyundai do it? Because Hyundai
Well,
does it.
they broke off to now they're just Genesis the brand.
Yeah.
So like that's their luxury. It's like a Lexus, Acura,
Yeah, they started with
Infinity.
they started with the Genesis made by Hyundai.
yeah,
Kia didn't really do that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
they came up with a.
I remember
separate,
Kia had just the Kia Sophia, was it? What?
Yeah.
I remember.
Or the
I
Kia
had a friend of mine
Rio.
at Boost. Yeah, they
Kia
only
Rio.
had 2 models. It was like you just get one or the
Yeah.
other, and that was it.
Yeah, and the Kia
What
Rio
happened to
had
the
head
Toyota
gasket.
Echo?
Well, it's the Yaris now.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
a
Yaris.
Yaris,
Oh,
yeah.
It's
okay.
yours.
Tim almost bought an Echo
I
one time.
almost bought an Echo.
Really?
The
I
Echo.
had my Josh. Josh was just a little kid. I was gonna go for something economical that was
Okay.
cheap.
I remember sitting in the back. I'm like, wow, this thing has so much
Had
room.
tons of room. on the inside. You could stand up on the inside. I think it was ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah, but I didn't have good credit. I
So
couldn't
the
get it.
Echo replaced the Tercel.
So I got
and
an
then the
all-wheel
Yaris.
drive Talon instead. Much better for me.
Oh yeah,
19 TSI Eagle Talon all-wheel drive. That was a fun car.
Yeah, look that
super
up.
reliable
Right until you right.
until you turn
Crank
on the
walk.
car. Yeah,
Crank walk. Or,
I forgot about Crank Walk.
car was fast though.
That was very
Yeah,
infamous.
those 4Gs.
That car was really fast.
But that car I didn't have, it was a 90, so it didn't have the crank walk issue. The problem I did have though is that the pulley came apart and the timing belt, the AC belt jumped whatever and then got caught in the timing belt and then it snapped all the valves and seized the blocks. Yeah. Yeah, that was
4G
just
63
starting up.
problem.
Blew the motor on startup. The,
What did they
the motor's locked up. Yeah.
So
AC belt.
AC belt fell off. It got caught in the timing, threw the timing off, snapped all the valves, and shimmed the block.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She was a done.
wow.
It reminds me of the time that.
But
Sean-
before that, I love that car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
reminds me of the time Sean downshifted from going into 6th into 4th,
Oh.
and that kid's S2000.
Yeah, it
and
blew the
freaking
motor.
Shot a valve right through the piston.
Yeah. That was dangle.
Yeah, we got that.
Oh,
We
no.
got the motor from the guy.
Yeah, I sold it too.
Yeah, yeah. We sold the block because the block was fine. It just shot a valve right into the
Yeah.
piston.
Yeah.
Rough.
In any case, so let's bring this to a close and.
Oh, you don't want to keep on going? Wait, how many other cars can we find? What else is there?
We went off the rails. But
Oh,
yes.
that was fun.
But anyway, actually, something we do want to talk about
Huh?
is this is our last show. of
Oh
the year.
yeah, that's
Oh,
right. Yes,
yes.
yes.
This is our last show of the year. We're gonna be taking Christmas and New Year's off, so everybody can have a break.
Noel's getting COVID, so
We should be
He
back.
had it.
We should be back January 8th,
Mm-hmm.
but Ben and I are working on something.
That's not TV safe, is it?
No,
I don't think
no,
that's-
no.
Yeah, it needs to be on
pay-per-view.
like
No,
porn,
it's pay-per-view.
Pornhub or something, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be on OnlyFans. It's gonna be on OnlyFans.
okay.
Oh, man.
I mean, you got to pay us, right? No, we're working on another show. It's
A spin-off of sorts.
a spin-off of sorts, but it's actually going to be kind of similar to what we're doing right now, looking at different cars, but it's going to be a car culture kind of thing where we're looking at different things in different motorsports, different sides of car culture,
Non-drifting stuff.
Yeah, non-drifting stuff. We're gonna
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this show as our drift show, but then we're gonna venture off. We're gonna start looking at going to different motorsport events. We're gonna go to different car shows, different. Hopefully we get the Miami Auto Show again, so we can look and review new cars.
Well, there is that supercar show that's coming up by Superior Autoton, I think it throws, or who is it that throws it? I'm going to it. The Jackson 5 team's going to it. So we're all going to it. It's a supercar weekend, I think. It's like Cars and Coffee, but they're actually doing a show.
Can I have a suggestion?
Sure.
Can you guys get a
afros?
photo of your no take a group photo and then make that as a vinyl and put it on the side of your vehicles and have it all together?
I was thinking about getting because the Jackson 5 had a cartoon back in the day.
Okay.
Getting a cartoon banner
uh-huh.
and then cropping all of our faces in there and making that a sticker.
Ah.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Or put it on the front windshield.
From windshield.
Yeah.
How are we going to see out the car?
Doesn't matter. You figure it out. The
Doesn't
point of the
figure it out.
matter is, all five
Cut out
of
some
you
eye
are
holes
in
and
the
Jackson
good to go.
5. The Jackson 5. That's funny.
Exactly.
I think it was Brandon's idea. Brandon or Bradley came up with that. It's funny.
That's
Hey,
great.
so being that this is our last show of the year, are there any random thoughts? Anything that happened this year that
You're
you
fired.
want? Thank God.
Okay.
It's over.
No, but final wrap end of the year memories. You go first.
Me?
You've been thinking about this. Come
All right, so 2020.
You got to wrap it up in 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is going to be about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
We had an opportunity to have a drift event called the Tandemic, and we never did it.
That's a good one. The Tandemic. That's a good one.
Yeah. So
You
there,
better copyright that.
Come
Yeah.
on, Clutch Kickers. You can call this one this weekend Tandemic.
Yeah, the Tandemic.
the Tandemic.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Very good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I think for me still what is still lingering in my mind is the whole unchaseable debate.
Run. It's an unchaseable run.
The unchaseable.
Yeah, it's like
unchaseable.
what do you mean unchaseable run? How is that? Doesn't make no damn sense.
So wait, that was for that. All the shows that we did this year, going to Clutch Kickers and everything.
That was your
final
highlight?
That's
thought?
my
2020?
random thought for the rest of the year, or for this year. That's it.
Paul,
That's pretty bad.
I
Anything
thought
for
a
you?
lot about
Yeah,
it.
the opportunity to go to Clutch Kickers, something that we never could have
See,
done.
that's a
and never
legitimate,
thought we
like-
had any
Yeah, it's
idea
a
that we could have
legitimate. I
done.
get that.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Something better than
All right, you want something?
his own
for
notoriety.
real?
I want something substantial.
Okay, all right. The fact that we started this show this year.
We didn't
That's a
start
good
the
one.
show this
That's
year.
okay. Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
We did.
it's
We've been doing this show for years.
Okay, well,
but
we
this one,
reinvigorated.
The reinvented
the-
one.
yeah,
Reinvigorated.
the clipping
brought it back to life. The clipping point. We
Okay.
did start this year.
by drift sessions.
Yes.
This is this year.
Where it will lead us to, we don't know.
Yeah,
It may be just us four guys talking to each other in a garage with microphones
yeah.
And three spectators.
and three spectators. But that's
It's
fine.
okay. We'll keep on doing
That's
it.
fine. We keep on doing it because we just enjoy it. It gives us a reason to hang out and talk to each other.
Actually, are there any some final thoughts from the comments?
Nothing yet. But
They all left.
maybe
They all left.
Yeah, that was the final thought.
Tim.
Crickets.
They're making bagel bites. They're much more important. My
I don't
final
blame 'em.
thoughts, I would echo the clipping point starting the show and what Paul said, going to Clutch Kickers, and just say that it's going to be, I'm looking more forward to next year and to see where we may go and what is going to happen, and you guys starting up, branching off another show. So I think that's
Yeah.
another cool thing, bringing another segment. And I could just only hope that more people want to watch.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
No,
But
no,
I mean,
And
that's
also the challenge wheel
the
next
challenge
year.
wheel. So I'm more excited. I echo what they said as far as what happened this year is being cool versus something at the beginning of the year I didn't think it was going to happen. So that, and then just looking forward to what's to come the next year and years to come.
Paul, any updates on the wheel?
Next year.
Oh, okay. All right.
Next year.
Alrighty. So, with that said, folks, thank you for tuning in, and we hope to catch you next year. In the meantime, be sure to follow us on the social media channels, facebook.com/drift sessions, instagram.com/drift sessions, and also make sure to like and subscribe. And hope to catch you next time. Until then, enjoy the holidays and see you next year. Where is this thing? Oh, no.